What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here. This is part 2 of the Kristala playthrough. In the previous stream, we were attempting our, I'd say, pause-only challenge run, but my gosh, it was a little too difficult in the current state of the game, so I decided to go ahead and off-stream restart another file with the same exact build, get us to the exact same point as the previous stream of the first stream. So all we've done is we've collected all of these pieces here for the scrolls for this mean old lady over here, and we're going to be making our way up and over across to the, not the fish village, which we've already explored in the previous stream when we did our fists only, but actually we'll make our way over here. So we're going to be cruising today, doing as much as we can to make as much progress as possible, and we're going to jump this way, not miss that. Okay. And come right on over safely, of course. It was really exciting because the dev actually popped in the previous stream, and it was lots of fun. We were actually going over some of the bugs and bug fixes. But because of the state of some of those things, I was like, you know what, let's just play the game as intended for now. Makes it more fun. And there's been some updates already across console and Steam, patching some of the issues, which is really good. So it feels like, even now, like when you parry and do other actions, that even on Stray difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty, the intended one, it's pretty interesting because you seem to have a lot more reduction of their balance. So like, I'll show you for example. Like that is a big chunk right there. We weren't getting that before. I don't know if that's because I was only using my paws or what, but I wasn't getting nearly as much there. So again, I always kind of applauded the platforming in this one. It just feels very action-oriented, like in that way. Most other Souls-likes are so clunky when it comes to platforming, but this feels great. We're getting the second piece of the angler set here. These breaches here are going to allow us to now have a little bit of a set bonus that increases our damage done by 15%, which is pretty awesome. The 4-piece set reduces damage by another 15%, which is really nice. So not bad at all. Man, I got hit pretty hard there by that fish boy. Certainly a worshipper of Dagon, I would say. Alright, so let's see. If we go up here... We can go up here, or... I'm sorry, I'm also trying to... And we'll come up, just in case. There's another scratching post kind of thing over there. Let's see what this leads to anyways. This is the other side of the encampment. Okay, so this is the encampment that we were stuck on for the longest, and it's not because we're stuck because we're just getting destroyed. I don't think there's a need for us to go back here. I already obtained the key and everything, so I don't see a point in coming back here just yet. Perhaps this is just another way around. Well, that's certainly the gate, so yeah, we're not gonna mess with that right now. I think I hear my cat going crazy. Oh, those are steps. I thought it was just a drop off. Okay, nice. I definitely should have the key. Oh, okay, I used the key. Yes, love it. But let's tag this fount because I think we need to save. We need a new checkpoint anyways. Let's see, do we have any points we can use here? None. Okay, that's fine. Now the spell tree and some other things should have been fixed, so we'll see. I don't think I can do anything with this yet. No, it doesn't look like we can. There must be an ability attached or associated with that. And then we have some of that corruption that we cannot get there. So the cave it is. I don't mind. This is certainly more linear in that way, but I don't mind that. What's up, Slaya? Slaya says, hey, Inhuman, glad to see you today. Hoping everything went well with the storm. Yeah, man, it's like power was out, inconsistent internet connection, and there was like crazy hail, tons and tons of hail. It was just bad. It would have been really hard because not only was it so like so loud, but the internet connection was so bad I wouldn't have been able to stream. And I was doing everything from my phone yesterday. It was super annoying. But we're going away from the challenge run for now just because the state of the game, and it was quite difficult as it was. Already having to deal with some of the other things, so we're going back with our weapons, and man, it's like a night and day difference. I did have to delete my file, so I've started over I don't know how many times at this point, but this is like my third file, and this one is the one we're going to stick with, so. Sir? What the heck was that? Explosive boys. Okay, so, okay, yes. Yes, please. Just keep him guessing. But yeah, everything's fine now. Fortunately, yeah, you know, this weekend there was a tornado in a nearby town and like a couple passed away. So it's like, it's crazy, man. The storms here have been absolutely nuts. And it's supposed to be bad again tonight, but we'll see. But they certainly seem to have increased the amount of balance damage you do with certain strikes. It could just be that maybe it's just not optimized for, you know, unarmed combat yet, because I just wasn't doing enough damage at all. It was just absolutely zero damage, and then the poise damage was taking forever. So it was just becoming a little bit of a slog. So I'd like to actually showcase the game and experience it with you guys. So let's do this. Let's play the game as intended. Was this a cutscene or something? Ooh, Hira Trolla Crystal Memory. Stitch and stack. Strip the bones of ratty mans.
Stitch and stack. Stuff with guts and fury face. Stitch and stack. Keep them back. Filthy rats.
There's no way through. He's just probably gone crazy. Probably a cat boss that's going to be crazy because he's having to fight rats and stuff. So fists are unmanageable at this point. Yeah, for me, it's just not enjoyable because there's certain bugs that are preventing progress as well. And then the amount of stamina damage that I was doing just wasn't sufficient. So I actually just went ahead and said, you know what, let's just pick up where I left off on the first stream, which was with a weapon and the same exact build, but the save files were corrupted, so I was like, oh goodness. So with some of the little bugs and stuff, I was, you know what, it's just best that we just play the game as intended to prevent any kind of further tomfoolery, you know? Dang it. You missed. I'm used to fighting a red-eye fungus man, but yeah, if it were a little bit more consistent performance-wise, then I'd certainly go with that. But then I had to delete my save, and I was like, oh goodness. So there was a few things with PlayStation that just can be kind of rough on launch. So it's like, you know what, we're just gonna go and play the game as intended, and that way we can truly just enjoy it. Because I do like it, but I don't want it to be a frustrating thing. Okay, there's definitely some loot over there. I'll kill this guy with a drop down. Well, or will I? Huh. So that's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Oh my gosh. That works too. That works too. Slaya says, so you've been having issues with the game so far. That's disappointing here. Yeah, just a few things, like with some of the updates. So you know, with console, it's always a little more tricky, and pretty much the bug persisted, and the only way to fix it was, you know, that save file's corrupted, so you just have to start over. I'm like, oh, at least I've only, you know, the funny thing is I was only about 15 minutes in. Like, I got to that same point in 15 minutes. So it's like, you can really, and I collected every single shiny, I killed every single enemy with a weapon, so it's like, it's more about the more you know, you know? So yeah, it was like, it's not been frustrating necessarily, but it's just unfortunate, because I did want to try that run, but you know, I just want to play the game and have some fun with it and not be held back so much. Damn. But you see how much more stamina damage you're doing? I think that might be a result of a patch. Because the stamina damage is just insanely different from what it was day one. Remember we talked about, hey, parrying doesn't really hurt the stamina as much, and now it does, so. Big stamina damage there. Now I'm curious, so I don't think this would be anything other than an alternate method to get in, but let me try this. Let's try. Oh, it's a shiny. We love these. We love the shinies. I'm rich, but I don't have anything to spend money on, so that's also good, I guess, right? Rich and frugal. Okay, so here we go. Any baddies over there? Are you a baddie? Are you a baddie? Are you a baddie? That just makes me think that they can... I don't think they can actually come back, but... or animate, but... I don't like those guys. It's standing. Like, yeah, these are all... Okay, there you go. We need a little bit more damage to be able to one-shot these guys. I see a brother with a shield, right? It's a shield brother over there? And then we have this path as well, which, you know, I'm curious. I don't know where that leads to, so I definitely want to check that out. Best in the game over on Twitch says, hey, how's it going? Checking in, seeing if anyone's playing in PS5 and what they think so far after the patches. Much better after the patch. No! Damn you, best in the game. I'm blaming you for that. I'm just kidding. It's actually a lot better. I was doing a pause-only kind of challenge run, but with the most recent patch, like, it was still a corrupted file, so I had to delete it. So I just said, you know what, we're just gonna play the game as normal. I typically do challenge runs on the first playthrough, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it this time. We're just gonna play the game as the devs intended. And it's been fun. I mean, I got back to where to this little fishing hamlet thingy and passed it in like 15 minutes. So it's like, it takes no time at all once you know where to go and stuff. But yeah, it's actually a lot better. I'd say that, like, the stamina damage, even, like, there's a few things they didn't necessarily note. Let me see if I can give you a good example. I just don't want that. I don't want to aggro that thing. Well, it's hard to say, but the stamina damage upon deflection is a lot higher. So now you can actually, you get rewarded for pulling off a parry, whereas before it didn't really feel like you were. But best in the game says that's okay. Slayer says the whole point of playing games is to have fun and enjoy. Exactly. So no challenge run this time. It's just not as fun doing it challenge-wise. But playing the game as intended is a lot more fun in this one. For this one, anyway. Brother. There you go. Ah, fudge. Sir! Alright, perfect. So we've taken this one out, and we already got the memory fragment over there. The corruption is certainly going to be something we probably come around, and the level design's pretty I'd say linear in the way that everything connects. So there will be like another memory fragment over there. There must be the corruption node somewhere off on the other side, so we're not going to force that or even try and jump or anything. Gonna come this way instead. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, sir. Best in the game says that's awesome to hear. I'm planning on playing again after I finish Pragmata and Sorrow. Nice, yeah. Did you play Crimson Desert any? Saros and Pragmata were games that I was, I would say had an interest in, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I have to play these games, So I didn't, as I'm a full-time content creator, so I didn't, it's not as what do they say, peaches and cream, like they all kind of pretend to be. Like I'm very realistic about. I'm like, yeah, you get a budget for stuff like that, and having so many games released so closely together, it doesn't allow me to cover to the best of my ability. So it's like, you know what, we're not going to be playing either of those games, although they seem to be pretty decent, but I'll be covering other things instead. So in this instance, like, we are pretty free. We're going to be playing Relic the First Guardian in May, but that's now been pushed back to August or June, so I'm sorry, July or August. I don't remember which one. So we're just focusing on this little surprise gem that came out, which is tons of fun. It just had a few issues at launch, and now, I mean, it feels great. So, all right, so let's fight this guy, for example. And we'll see, he rolls, boom. Oh, he missed. You see how much more stamina that you get rid of when you, upon a successful deflection? I was fighting these guys for like probably a minute long with unarmed, and I wasn't doing any stamina damage whatsoever, so. Alright, so this is certainly maybe a path up above where that save point is. This is where it wanted me to go, so I'm actually going to go down. If you go the intended path, you can skip out on all the optional goodies, so let's actually go back and around. Yes. Now let's see what this leads to. This could be the other side where the corruption leads out on. Best in the game says that's awesome to hear. Absolutely. Best says, I did play Crimson Desert about 100 hours, never actually finished it, but definitely got burnt out by the console controls and decided to stop playing. Oh, really? Huh. Interesting. I absolutely loved it. I started off with a kind of a negative perception of it, but then I absolutely fell in love with the game, and that has to be one of my favorite games of all time now. Just simply stunning. I mean, it was just phenomenal in so many regards. You know what? Let's go ahead and take out the ranged enemies first. I don't like bugs in the best of times. I wonder if his butt is more sensitive than his face. And he just turns too fast, so. But yeah, Crimson Desert was just so enjoyable for me. I did a fist-only challenge run on that, and my gosh, that game just is just phenomenal. It's just such a great game. It's one of those games that comes around every once in a while, man. And if you just really immerse yourself in it, if that's kind of the experience you want to have, it's just something that's just unforgettable. But certainly not for everybody, you know? Not every game's for everybody, and I definitely respect that. Like, for example, a lot of people wouldn't have the patience to play this game, considering the bugs and the state at launch, but I'm sticking with it because I see the charm in it, and I really want to see it through. No, I didn't mean to heal. That just really screwed me up. Okay, now we have no heals. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Slaya over on YouTube says, yeah, you're doing way more stamina damage on parry. Yeah, you saw that, right? So that's part of the patch. Now, the patch notes, I didn't think it referred to that at all, but hey, I'm down. Slaya says, considering I have 322 hours in Crimson Desert, it's fair to say I absolutely love that game. It's a real gem, and it's a new standard for open world games. Absolutely. Yeah, it's just one of those, like, every once in a while games. Like, it's like, wow, this is real. So I absolutely loved it. Initially, I was very disappointed. I was not happy with the state at launch, and I was very harsh on it from a critical perspective. But I stuck with it, and I think Pearl Abyss has done a phenomenal job to make that one of the best games I've ever played. And I've played lots of games. I'm gonna crouch in anticipation of some stealth kills because we do have a lot of tall grass here. I'm actually locking on as well and seeing nothing to lock onto, so maybe we're safe. I see no ambush, no nothing. I just want to be careful because I'm in a new area and kind of far away from the save point. So there's an item up there. Love the shinies. We love all the shinies. Echo of the Unyielding. Okay. And we've got a dock over here. This is a different dock than anything else we've been to. So, you know, there's a cave that comes out from that side. Okay, so interesting. And make sure I didn't miss an entrance. There's something up here too. The plot thickens. I've seen these grassy areas, but it doesn't seem like you can climb them, so. Interesting. Okay, well, that's fine. I don't believe I missed anything, so. Most of the areas have been relatively linear, and you find, okay, this is how I go back and circle back to this area, so it's pretty well done. Here's the corruption node. Let's see what this frees up for us, though. You see how the crystals were corrupted as well? That's interesting. Yeah, it was pretty fun because in the previous stream, we had the devs come in, and that was really nice. Nice. Okay, so now we have the connection right there. The shortcut. You know, a little more health wouldn't hurt. But another thing too is I could increase this so I can get this one ability. I'm gonna do this actually. Get these both to 8, and then I'm gonna get strength as high as I need to, and the vitality up to 15. The trees have seemingly been fixed, so that's nice. And I'm just running with the greatsword right now. It's a pretty fun little build. It's kind of a spell blade, if you will. Two-handed sword and ranged magic. It works really nicely together. Slaya over on YouTube says, so I'm just curious, Inhuman. I also played from day one, but I loved it from the beginning. I personally don't feel like any of the patches really made such major improvements. Are you talking about Crimson Desert, or are you talking about Kristala? Sorry. If you're talking about Crimson Desert, you have to remember that I was suffering from a fever for 4 days. Hadn't been sick in 3 years. I was all grumpy pants, and I was like, I guess I was being, ooh. I was also being influenced by copious amounts of Theraflu and Dayquil, so. And the major things that I had issues with were, gosh, I don't even remember now because it's been over a month, but I mentioned at length very clearly what I had issues with at launch. Several things that I felt like, okay, that just needs to change. And they ended up changing said things, and then the controls they made significantly less clunky, and I thought it was fantastic. So this is going to be a boss fight, it seems. And then this is definitely going to be a boss fight. That's a boss fight. This is the cave we're overlooking, and then we go into the cave. Okay, yeah. Crimson Desert, yeah. I explained at length my issues with it and day one, and they fixed those little things instantly, like no storage and things like that. The clunkiness, the controls became so much better. If you do legacy controls versus the new ones, it's just different stuff like that. But oh, row, nice. I don't know what this is. How would I dodge that? You're just a caster then. A two-shot mother... That's what he is. Okay. I see. He wants to play. He wants to play at a Souls-like, does he? I'm just curious, not judging your opinion or... No, I never feel like that. That's the case. Yeah, ask away. Like, you guys can ask or challenge. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But that, to me, you're just inquiring. I guess you weren't there day one, but... Like I said, it was heavily influenced by the fact that I was so sick. I had a fever for like 4 days straight. So like I was pretty much delirious. I had taken, Dayquil and stuff, and I wasn't getting any sleep, and I felt so sick playing. So I was easily aggravated and irritable with some of the things that should have been there, like the no storage. The controls were quite clunky, and visually and physically you could feel the difference. And then there's little things I referenced, and then like in 3 days they fixed like all the things I was concerned about, and I was like, okay, wow, that's crazy. And then they were so complex, the controls were at the very least, that it took me a little bit to adjust to. And then after I adjusted, I'm like, okay, I'm going to restart the game, do fists only, and we're going to have a blast with it. And that's exactly what happened, and it ended up being one of my favorite games I've ever played. So it just I think it was largely influenced by my state of I just wasn't healthy. I wasn't feeling good, so. Damn, his combo's way different. His combo is way different. But yeah, no, I think the game was fantastic. I just think there were certain things at launch that were huge oversights, because I think that they're largely more accustomed to the pay model, and to overlook something like storage and something that was just insane. And those are huge oversights, honestly. I mean, this is what it's again, I'm talking about one of my favorite games ever, and they still had huge oversights on day one, and that they were easily able to improve upon, which means they had things in mind or maybe already designed and just hadn't pressed the execution button yet, so hence the quick changes and all that. But yeah, it was After the very first patch, it became very, very different for me. And then, of course, after I wasn't sick, I was like, dude, this game is awesome. And I was actually able to understand what I was looking at. Because I was so sick that I didn't remember half the things I was doing. I was like, wait, when did this particular thing happen or occur, you know? That's just auto tracks? You gotta be freaking kidding me. No damage there, at least. No! That happens. Oh, yeah, that's right. So Slaya says, I wasn't there day one. That's when I had a lot going on. I had to try working for a while to try to make ends meet, which is why I wasn't present for a while. I totally agree on the storage and a few others you mentioned. Yeah, even the visuals were so flat day one. They were incredibly flat on day one. And I was mentioning, I was like, man, they definitely show you a lot of the game, but it's just very flat. After the first patch, there was such incredible detail to things. The controls no longer were as clunky. You had like this nice like action kind of game feel to it, like a lot lighter, a lot less weight. I don't mind the weight, but not when I'm indoors and I'm like trying to like be very precise, and it was impossible like to pick certain things and maneuver around. It was just felt very clunky. And then even the platforming in the very first sequence was a little unorthodox and just felt a little off. And then with the now what they call basic as opposed to legacy controls, that changed all that. Storage was implemented and further improved upon patch after patch. It's a bunch of different things, and I'm like, heck yeah, they did the thing. What the hell? Oh, I got hit really hard though. Oh, come on. My balance wasn't even down, so I got knocked down. My balance wasn't even low. Yeah, that's too bad. But yeah, that was the only reason why that, in addition to the fact that I was super sick, it really was easy to form a negative opinion easily because I was allowing external factors to influence me. And not only that, but then I was just not feeling well. And then the game did have a handful of legitimate issues. But I think the dev team is phenomenal. I mean, you just don't see a team like that. They treat the damn game like it's live service, you know? Just pretty funny. Come on, fool. He has these weird, like, little delays I don't like. Makes it very, very hard to read. Whee! I'm gonna heal. You missed. He's so fast with that one, yeah. And that's the big delay, yeah. That doesn't hurt, so it's fine. I'll take it. And when he moves his hand up, there you go. Get up! Big damage. You missed. You mother. Oh, that was a good attempt, though. That was definitely a good attempt. Lofi the Lost? You son of a... Slaya says, Crimson Desert is certainly a game you have to get used to. There's so many controls that overlap and are different from traditional games. It takes hours to really get a grasp on. I agree. The dev team for CD is probably one of the best I've ever seen, says Slaya. Oh, yeah. No doubt. So responsive and willing to make improvements. Absolutely amazing devs. Yeah, I hope they get acknowledgement for that in some of these game awards, but who knows? Thanks for checking out my lore video, by the way, Slaya. That was really huge. That means a lot to me, man. Really trying to get that back in the algorithm. That's how I eat, man. That's how I provide for my family. So these streams just don't cut it. So I've literally been trying to get back into my routine and doing things correctly. And and really, you know, getting back to my schedule. So it means a lot to me, man. Thanks so much. Aha! He can, yeah. Whoa, that's new. Okay, that's his little flourish. Okay, so that's a little faster than I like. You son of a... I will eat you. I will literally fry his ass up on a grill. That's good eats right there. Alright, I kind of want to finesse this guy, but it's fine. He hits really hard, so I mean, you pretty much have to do it no damage unless you want to heal in those very small windows that are very typical of Souls-like games. Slay says, I love your lore videos, brother. You do such an amazing job. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Come on, fool. Punch. Ah, mother pearl. So here's the thing. The only attack that throws me off is his little jab. The little jab he does with the stick. The little pokey poke. That is the only thing because it is the fastest move he has because it travels the shortest distance. I need to master that immediately, and then he's dead. That is the only thing. Now he has these little cooldown. He has like 2 variants of his yellow strike and whatever else. Marked strikes, if you will. I don't care about that. Those are non-issues. Whee! It's the same exact combo. That's literally the same way I died last time. Man, that jab throws me off. It's like literally displaces my feng shui, man. Okay. It's a good fight, though. I actually really like this fight. Slay says, I appreciate you. Love your perspective and input on games. You have a great insight, and I didn't find that lore myself. Yeah, so it was so great to... Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I've been playing every night. I try and play a little bit, just casually, and I just press the record button, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's just incredible, the things you can find, you know? So I still learn something new every day. Oh my gosh. That should have been hitting him the whole time. You are a jerk. It's the same move. Every time he does his little delayed charge swing, he's gonna poke. Learn it, Inhuman. Learn it. I have to become one with this fish man, and then I'm going to fry him up and eat him. Oh, I really want fish now. But I'm probably going to make spaghetti tonight, because I've already thawed out some ground beef. Jump at me. Jump at me, bro! Dang it. On that, I gotta wait on that step. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and... Fam, what's going on, brother? You didn't see that, fam. You didn't see it at all. Fam gets mad when I suck at games. Slay says, hey fam, hope you're doing well. Absolutely. Hope you're doing good, my brother. Fish sounds amazing. Oh, I know. Are you a big like catfish fan or like fried fish, or what kind of fish is like, what do you call fish? Fish is different for, you know, we got southern folks. You got non-southern folks, so it's all different, you know? Whee! I'm just a food connoisseur. I love all types of things! So I'm pretty down with everything. Which one's this? Oh, okay. Come at me, bro. Whoa! That's new. Yeah, that's cheap. You did your stupid thrust. You see how he's tracking me like that? Mm-mm. I'm assuming because I'm usually standing in his face. That's usually a non-issue. That's okay, though. is that yellow attack one you have to dodge. You can dodge it or deflect it. The red attack you must dodge. Yellow attacks you just have to deflect. You cannot block them. You must deflect. And red attacks you can't deflect, or you just have to dodge, essentially, avoid them. I'm trying to remember what game that's like, but there's like maybe Stellar Blade. I don't know. There's a lot of games that have like colored indicators, like, hey, you can't do, like Sekiro in that sense too. He doubled up on the stab. Again, I love all types of fish to slay. I'm cussing so much today. I'm sorry. But this guy's pissing me off. Slaya says, I love all types of fish. Fried catfish is awesome. I love salmon, baked or grilled. I haven't found any type of fish I don't like yet, honestly. That's awesome. You know, I wish my girls loved fish as much as I do, because like I do, like, so fried catfish is okay, of course it's good and all that stuff, but one of my favorite is I like to do rainbow trout and I bake it, but I use like it's called gochujang. Gochujang is like it's like a Korean, like kind of like a red kind of spicy paste, and it's super delicious, and I put that on it and it's just so tasty. And sometimes I do like garlic chili. It just depends, you know, on what I am in the mood for, but baking the chicken, having some rice and like a veggie, it's just so good, man. See, that one now is new to me. I now need to be able to watch that one. See, I would have to avoid that attack no matter what. So no running strikes because there's too much of a wind up for that, so I can't do running strikes anymore. When you do the running strike, the recovery animation is far too long, so we're not going to mess with that. What about eel? I do like eel. I do like eel. The first time I ever had it was, gosh, it was just recently too. It was like a few years ago before I moved. It's got a really like, it's just super oily. It's almost like sardine levels of oil, but like on steroids. Very oily, but it's very tasty. And I had them in, it was in noodles. So I had noodles and eel, and man, it was good. It was very different. I enjoyed it, but I'm trying to remember where I was at. Like I forgot where. Like it was years. I mean, I guess it wasn't that recently. It was like 3 years ago, probably. Very good. Oh shoot! I was thinking it would be enough to run. Okay, that one's gonna be the annoying attack now. Okay. So now he's not relying on his deflect swing. He's relying more on his deflect jab, which the jabs are already a huge pain in my ass. I know that, Slaya. That's why I actually referenced it. I referenced it because you had talked about it, so it's fresh in my head. So Slaya says, I'm actually playing Stellar Blade right now. It's my third playthrough. I'm not a trophy kind of guy, but I'm going for my platinum one. Oh, it's such a great game. So he says, I've never had eel, but I'm always open to trying new food. Yeah, for sure. It's very like, I don't know, oil. I don't know. I like oily. It's almost like if you've ever had frog legs, if you ever had like sardines, it's got like this oiliness to it, but I enjoy that. I don't know. But I had it with noodles and it was damn good. I said I wasn't gonna do a running attack, but whatever. Do what I say, not what I do! That's a new attack. He's got a phase 2, brothers. Wow, I just wasn't paying attention and I somehow dodged that. Now he has 3 thingies. Oh, nice AoE. What was that? His phase 2 is awesome. Okay, he's got so much stuff on phase 2. Now Slaya says, I'll certainly have to try it one day. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I haven't had it since, though, because I don't remember where we were, but we were not home. I know that. Before we moved, we were somewhere out of town. It was really nice, though. Thanks, Best. I appreciate that, man. If I focus more, I'll do better. You got you're since you're new, you know I can't multitask. I do challenge runs and crazy things all the time, but I cannot multitask. So I have to be super locked in. When I'm reading chat, engaging, I suck at the game. Slaya says, I love octopus and calamari too. Yes. There's not really much seafood I don't like, except clams and... Really? I like that. I like clams and mussels like in a nice, like almost like spicy type broth. Those are really good. This game is actually really challenging. It looks like I like that. Yeah, this game has an excellent, I'd say... what I call skill ceiling. I don't know. It's definitely a Souls-like. And poke. And 1 and 2. Yeah, I got you figured out, brother. And there. Right when he steps into it. And then you do have to dodge, so dodge there. I don't know how I'm going to dodge his second phase. That's going to suck. And then we wait for it. And then there. And back away. Wait for the ranged attack. I'm going to go in and for a running attack, which is dumb. And then 1, 2, 3. Wait for the poke. 2. And then we get it here. Very nice, very nice. 1, 1, 2, 1, and then we got it. See, I'm really big on counting. 2 and 3. Back away. And then he's gonna do the yellow one. There you go. One. It doesn't take you don't take damage there, so I wasn't too concerned about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and heal. We're over healing, boys. Back away. Wait. Okay, that's what that was, dude, bro. You can stop that. He's like, oh, he's totally maging it up now. When he changed phases, he got back his balance bar, which really sucks for us. Dodge. Brother. Damn you! That was an excellent attempt, by the way. That was so good. Fam says, okay. What about ray fish? I've never had ray. Like, you're talking about like a stingray or a manta ray? I've never had that before. If that's what you're referring to. I've never had that. I've had shark. I've had alligator. I'm trying to think other. I've never had. If you're talking about like a manta ray or stingray, I've never had that. That it was. You got it. Oh, I know. So close, man. What's up, Rox? Hola, my friend. How you doing? Best over on Twitch says he's a sick boss fight. I think it's a good boss fight. Phase 2 is amazing. Fam says, yeah, I've never had ray before. Me neither. Me neither. I've always wanted it. But you know, the funny thing is, it was one of my favorite animals growing up. That and horseshoe crabs. And I just was like, I'll never eat those. But, I mean, I guess I would now. That was an excellent attempt too, man. Doesn't hurt, so I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day. Give me that sweet, sweet damage. Holy balls. I didn't know it was going to do that. Shoot, you don't have iframes? Maybe no iframes on the dodge there. He was one shot. He was one shot. You fish-headed son of a. I will eat you. I can't believe that. Slayer says, hey Rox, hope you're doing well, brother. Rox says, I ate a lot of that in my life. Nice. Slayer says, this was a great fight. And that was good, but I still lost. Fam says, very soft and kind of fatty. Their bones also soft, so you can eat it too. Ooh. Slayer says, it sounds really good, fam. I confirm, fam. Fam says, the combat reminds me of LOP, like Liza P. Yeah, for sure. It's very deflection oriented for sure. Can you believe that? He knocked me down, but I didn't have, my balance meter was full. It was like the yellow meter was full. He got me though. You know how those bosses get cheap every once in a while. Oh, balls. You son of a mother. I think I broke the game. That's new. That's a new attack, big guy. I win. Oh, that was a great fight, by the way. Damn, that was good. That's a good fight. The boss fights, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay, so I came from here, I think. I found another crisper, which is nice. Slayer says, oh, that was so cheap. It was. He got me, though. I swore you would have won that fight, so Slayer, I can't believe he got you right at the end. Yeah, it's fine. As long as I never give up, I'll always win. That's my mentality anyways. Best in the game over on Twitch says, have you ever played Black Myth Wukong or the first Berserker Kazan? And if so, what were your thoughts on them? Souls like also GG's. I have one of the I'd say most viewed guides on Black Myth Wukong for 100%ing the game. The first time I ever played it, I did a no sparks challenge. It was just such an experience to play that game. It was a shame that it didn't win Game of the Year. First Berserker Kazan was excellent. I liked all the Neo inspiration and all of that. I just had a break from it. I was doing the world's first fist only run on that. I got through and I beat Viper before he was nerfed and all that. And then there was another game I was covering very extensively on the channel. I think it was Path of Exile, and that ended up taking me away from the challenge run. So then when I revisited the game many months later, they had nerfed it and changed it and patched it and had difficulty settings and all this other stuff. And I was like, what? So I ended up just playing normally, and it was a great game. I think it was fantastic from a story perspective, from execution of the gameplay and all that. Very, very heavy Neo inspiration. But I did enjoy it quite a bit. It's a shame that the team, the dev team was completely dissolved and there won't be any continuation of it, as far as I know, based on from that team anyways, which is a damn shame because the game was, in my opinion, top tier and excellent quality game. So it's just a really sucky that, oh my god, there's no fall damage, the politics of it, So yeah, I love both of those games. I have full playthroughs on my channel, the challenge run for Black Myth Wukong, all that stuff. So I do challenge runs typically all the time, and then I do guides as often as I'm able. So, is there not an item up here? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, what's the point of getting up here? There is a point, I suppose. A dash of crystal dust. It's like I'm making a recipe or something. Slayer says, great job, Human. Thank you. That was a good fight, but I mean, I used a lot of heals. A lot of mistakes were made there. That'd be a fun fight to do no damage for sure. That would be it'd feel very rewarding. The fights are very crispy. Certainly, boss fights are where this game shines, I would say. Best in the game over on Twitch is your YouTube the same as your Twitch? If you have other 100% walkthroughs for Souls, I'll have to check them. Yeah, for sure. I plan on doing one for Sekiro here soon, and then Bloodborne soon after. So those are some of my favorite games ever made. So I'll certainly be doing that as well. We have the gate to Nisar Key. You can fast travel between Ilario fonts you have activated by using the travel menu while resting at one. Cool. Yeah, I definitely have 100% guides. It is the same. It's actually, let me just put it to you. See, you're on Twitch, so if you put !YouTube, you're going to have my lore channel, which is my main channel, and then you have this channel, which I'm much more active on. I'm active on this channel pretty much daily. I stream Monday through Friday now, and I do guides, 100% guides, challenge runs, and I stream, again, like I said, 5 days a week, so you'll see icons and stuff. I input the command for you, though. My guys on YouTube, they never use the command, so I'm like, put in the commands because it's so cool when you do it. But the Twitch people, they know how all that stuff works. That's why I wish that YouTube streaming had the same engagement features that Twitch had, but they don't. Because I'm not a big fan of Twitch because I've been streaming on it for years and I only have like 200 followers. And I've been doing the same. I'm like, I don't know what to do other than bot. I just need to buy bots. Best says, I'm going to have to check out your Wuchang Fallen Feathers and Liza P walkthrough for 100% because I do plan on playing them later. Now, just keep in mind that the Wuchang Fallen Feathers one, it goes all the way to the very last area, and then because of data corruption, twice, I had to stop because it wasn't the game or anything. It was my PlayStation at the time. I'm sorry, my capture card at the time, and it kept corrupting the data, and I had to reload cloud saves, and it just ruined my experience with it. The game was amazing. I loved it. I played it, did many challenge runs on it, spells only challenge run, naked challenge run, all the stuff. But the problem is when I was doing the 100% guide, I had to stop because my capture card was faulty at the time. So I ended up losing hours and hours of progress. So as 15 parts of that, I will complete it at some point in the future. So just keep that in mind. But it's one of the best guides out there, I promise you, because that game was one of my favorite Souls-likes in recent times. So Slaya over on YouTube says, I love Kazan, really amazing. Yeah, I mean, I think it was great. It's a shame how, I'm telling you, if money wasn't a factor, man, I would try my best to be like, okay, we're going to revive this. We're going to do this. Like, if I was like YouTube rich, man, my gosh, I'd bring back series that were dead. There's even like some like TV shows. I'm like, why would that cancel? Just because they just didn't have proper funding. But I was like, dude, cannot wait till YouTube rich. I'm just gonna be like, okay, you know, that's great. I'm sorry that's that, but here's a few million for this. Make this happen. You have all these YouTubers now producing movies and directing films. You got Backrooms, you got the Bloodborne movie coming up. It's just insane. So the potential's there, you know? It's just a matter if you believe in it. Okay, so find the path to Nassara near the Dalame's outskirts. You can teleport to Dalame's by using the Lario font. So it's odd that they just kind of say, all right, you're here, but there's a dead end. So I keep running around in circles like an idiot because I'm like, that's bizarre. They don't even give me a font here to teleport from. So I have to go back through the boss arena, I suppose. But I could also go where this tree was and jump off. So I'm going to do that because I'm more stubborn. Son of a mother, dude. Collision detection is collisioning. Astral Clock Tower Studios! What's going on? Fam's having... Okay, fam, have a great night, my brother. What are you talking about? Astral Clock Tower Studios says girl same. What? Astral Clock Tower Studios, welcome, welcome. I ended up stopping the fist only or the unarmed run for now, and unfortunately, like the save was corrupted, so I restarted, and now we're just doing this, and we're making progress. We beat the first boss, phenomenal boss fight, by the way. It has different phases, telegraphs the moves, very something you can easily do. Not easily, I'm saying that you could, because of the solid design, you could do a no damage boss fight of it, and that it would just be so crispy. Very crispy fight. I really liked all the moves. It's all learnable. Nothing's unfair, unbalanced. So that was just an excellent fight. I was cussing so much though, and he also made me hungry. It's a fish, so I want to eat fish now. So, but you know, such is life. Such is life. But welcome to the stream. Astral Clock Tower Studios is actually at least part of the dev team. That's the dev for this game. So really excited and happy to have you in chat. Let's see. I wanted to go, yep, there, and then this can get up to 15, and then this will be maxed out. So now I should be able to do my ice sword, right? Now I just need to learn how to equip it. I mean, technically, I guess I could learn all these, right? I mean, that's fine, right? Whatever. I just care about this one, though. I want my ranged attack, and then I want the ice weapon, because it just would be nice to have elemental. I have the feline tree going, so we're all good there. Lovely. Apparently, I can travel. I need to figure out what I need to go to, though. Not a problem at all, Clock Tower. Not a problem at all. It was just a shame, because I really was trying to do it. But you know, other thing, too, is that, like, the stamina damage or the balance damage that I was doing or inflicting on like perfect parries was just not enough. Like I was fighting enemies for like minutes at a time, and you have to do like, perfect execution because I was really squishy, but it just wasn't punishing enough. Like I wasn't getting a reward for parrying. I think since the recent patch, like if you parry now, like you get a giant chunk, or deflect, you get a nice chunk of balance damage on the enemy, which I think is incredibly rewarding, and it really helps you feel like, yes, I'm doing the right thing. Like a parry should be rewarded, right? And it feels really good when you do it. And I think the new patch or whatever you guys did makes it feel great. But before, when I was doing the fists only run or the unarmed run, it was quite difficult because I'm fighting the enemies for like minutes at a time. Perfect parry, and it's like it's not really doing anything. And so it could be based on damage as well. I wasn't necessarily like, you know, crunching numbers or anything, but it's definitely noticeable difference now. So glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, absolutely. That was an excellent boss fight. Slayer says that was a great. It was indeed. Oh, well, there you go. Astral Clock Tower Studio is the CEO of the company, not just one of the devs. I love that. I love it. Well, welcome. Okay, so let's think here. I need to read. Report your findings. Find the path to Nassar near the Dalame's outskirts. You can teleport to the Dalame's outskirts by using an Ilario font. Maybe they'll be labeled in a way that it makes sense. Let's see here. Dalame's outskirts. There you go. Look at that. You are here. I love that. I love that. Okay, so now that we're here, is this the beginning of the game? I think it is. And if it is, then this would be the path we need to go, right? I think, oh, what? The bridge is all jacked up now. Oh, no, it's not. They're moved off to the side. Very nice. So, find the path in Asar. You can teleport. Okay, we're good there. So I think we're good. Now, I also noticed that the magics are now already coded. This is perfect. So we have square, triangle, and circle. Very nice. We've unlocked all those 3 for now. Okay, dudes. I'm here. Sprig of Jaconda. I've picked up a few of those. Let's see. Are there crafting materials or what? Let's see. We're good on the talismans for now. These echoes are going to be good for blacksmiths. Also quite interesting. We got a bunch of we have 3 pieces of that set, which makes me think I missed the 4th part of the angler cap. We'll have to go and check that out. Because I'd hate missing stuff. It drives me nuts. Yeah, it's going to be materials most likely. We got to exchange these for Khajiit wares. We got the lore. Okay. Well, that works for me. Talk to Atreus Stone. Oh, you know what we didn't do, guys? We need to actually... No, we do need to go back. Shoot. We need to go back because there was that crazy, like, the cat that kept talking about remove... He was saying... He almost like speaking like in like a rhyme or like, you know, he kept... I don't know. He's just gone crazy. The crazy cat sounding man that was talking about the bones and the rats in the cave. We didn't go there. We need to go back. That's what I was like, what? I was thinking in my head, what area would I have missed? We'll go to Dalamaze proper. No. We'll just go to the fungal area because there's only the 3. And then I'll backtrack a bit because there was this cave that had corruption. I may have actually cleared that without knowing. So if not, we have to come back and clear out these crystals once we understand how to do that. So, all right, let me figure out where to go again because I honestly don't remember. Yeah, we had a bunch of these brothers, and then we had to go here. Yeah. So there's still corruption there. So I need to figure out how to clear that corruption. That's where that 4th piece of the armor's got to be then. I'd imagine. Should just be using this on this guy. I need to try out my new magics too. If I could just not fight you, really, I don't really want to because I'm trying to experiment. Where is the corruption node? Do I just jump over? This has to be where the 4th piece of the armor is. I just don't see the little nodes. Nodes. Yeah. See, there's that too. Well, we know where it's at least. There's got to be another entrance, though, that I just missed. Let's do a quick run through. We couldn't go any further from there, so... Let's go this way instead. We already got this chest. Drop down. That's like if you mess up or miss the jump. You know, that looked kind of bizarre. Oh, I didn't go this way. Or did I? We've already beaten all those guys. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. You have to go this way. Intriguing. That's the tree, and then of course this is going to lead to the boss. Man, okay, so there's got to be something over here, whether it be that crystal that allows us to get into the other side or something. And that's how we grab that loot. What is this again? That's probably the boss, right? And then that's the circle. Okay, that's fine. Well, for now, we're just not ready to get in there yet. Not to my knowledge, anywho. Let's proceed ever onward. All right. At least we know we're on the right track. These assets were not loaded in yet. No worries. So we've got this upper path over here. Let's check this out. Let me refresh chat because something froze on my OBS. Clock Tower Stu says, got it balanced for a while, but I'll pop. Yeah, no doubt, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Slaya says, hi, Astro. The game is looking good so far. I wish I had the funds to try it, but I'm poor at the moment. That's crazy that they're taking in time to check out your stream. First time I've ever seen a gaming company show that type of interest. Really cool. Yeah, you know, it happens more often than you think, man. It's pretty awesome. I've had a few indie devs pop in. I even had the dudes from Vita Carnus, the analog horror, pop in. It was so great when I was covering analog horrors on this channel. I found today the Dark Souls Claymore in Crimson Desert. Really? The Kuremura. Inhuman, do you know why YouTube doesn't give me the option to hype your videos? Nice rocks, awesome. Did you get your pet phoenix yet? I don't know why, but if you could, you know what you can do? Because I was literally really inquiring about the hype functionality yesterday. When you go to the comment section on their phone, like you're going to see the comment box, right? You swipe that. Like, so if you can't, there's going to be icons above it. And if you can't swipe those to get to hype, on the actual comment box, swipe that. You'll see little dots next to it indicating that there's other spaces. Swipe it. And then if you can hype it, dude, that's be so important and so valuable because it pushes channels like my size and the algorithm, the more hype you get. And that's just incredibly invaluable because I've been so out of the game for some time that it's hard for me to break back into that. So if you can't do it from the icons when you're below the video, the icons will be right above the chat box or the comment box. Go into the comments are right there, the comment bubble. You scroll that instead. So there's two ways to hype it, essentially. Two ways to get to the hype button. But that'd be huge, man. This is cool. It just takes me back up even further. Interesting. This is for an item, I see. Slayer says, nice rocks. Did you get the pet phoenix yet? No, I haven't got any of the birds. I haven't used the pet, the Soap Day of whatever, of Bond or Soap Day of Trust or whatever it is. But I would like to. What did I just pick up? I don't know what I got. What did I pick up? Probably just some Chris. New quest, Ancient Power. Find the smithy in Nassar. Okay, cool. We're in like a peaceful village. Oh my gosh. Look at that. They're like, hey, you. It's like the Spider-Man meme when everybody's pointing at each other. That is hilarious. She's laying on the... What? That's funny, man. Oh, that's funny. They are certainly like cats. And we're children, we're children. All right. Is there any loot around here? Let me in your house, man.
Not that one.
I'm eager for another great sword. I do like this one. I haven't used the poison the entire time. I wonder if it was even any good against the boss. That was an excellent boss fight, by the way. As I've said.
If you want, I'll give you the choice of the litter. Good pups need good homes.
What are you selling? Oh no, I think I froze the game. Never mind. Wait, I don't want to buy anything. Hold on.
I'll give you the choice of the litter.
Yes, I collected all the legendary animals of the game. That's awesome, Rocks. I haven't even done that. I'm still in freaking Payloon right now. Doing Payloonese things. Increases max charge of Stigmata. Ooh. I like that. That'll give me another heal. What does this do exactly? May tend to cause complications. Uh-oh. The Cryomancer hood. I use a lot of ice. An antlered hood worn by the wandering cryomancers of Tandar. So Tandarin spells gain extra potency. 2 pieces give 10% more damage. I like the Angler set because I'm at least doing 2 times more damage already. So we have the whole Cryomancer set right here. I could purchase it actually if I need to. Tandarin spells have 10% reduced mana cost and 10% increased potency. Love that. Ice spells have 20% reduced mana cost and 15% increased potency. Wow, that's so much better. Crystal spells, and then what else? Wow, that's insane. Reduce the mana cost of Tandarin spells by 15%. Well, I mean, shoot. Can I wear like 4 rings anyways? I want to let me buy this.
Yep. Later, friend.
I have all the money. Why won't it let me buy it? Raises endurance. Ooh, I do like that though. $10% and 10%, or ice. 20% and 15%. I'm pretty sure I'm using Tandarin spells. I'm gonna use that. And the ice spells are, it's gotta be what I'm using, right? Take a look at my stats.
If you
He wouldn't let me buy the other ring. I don't know why. He's like, you have too much money, dude. Like, you shouldn't have that much money right now. I don't know why. He won't let me buy it.
in a hoot and a half.
And that bothers me. I go for everything this game has to offer. 100%, says Rox. Absolutely. Slaya says, I'm trying to figure out Inhuman, but I can't seem to find the function. I can't support you momentarily at the moment, but I do want to support you in any way I can. Now, I don't think you can hype streams. But I think I was referring to like that lore video I was talking about. But I don't know if you can hype streams. I don't, as a viewer, I'm the worst. I don't know, you know, like the functions, but I just learned about the new technology, the new features. But as a viewer, I'm probably the worst because I don't like use it as, I use it as as a business tool. I don't use it like as its intended purpose, unfortunately. Slayer says, I certainly agree, Rox. I feel the same. I have 322 hours and kind of want to break from it at the moment, but I'll certainly be returning to it soon. Oh, yeah. Let's go chat with these folks. Show me your wares, your Khajiit wares. Now, it does take a moment to load up these menus and inventories of them. Honey wine. Ooh, that sounds good. Cures poison. I have bog grog. Okay. So these are your consumables. Shock, burn, and freeze. And haunt. We haven't seen haunt yet. They just have more than one set of it, I guess. Marish spirit. Okay, same thing, right? Interesting. Increases weapon damage by 15% at the cost of increasing damage taken by 20%. This lasts for 420 seconds. Wowzers. How long is 420 seconds? Is that like 5 minutes, maybe? 7 minutes? I don't know. That's like 7 minutes, right, Slayer? 420 seconds. Dude, catnip's amazing. I don't get it. So buying stuff is really, I don't know, I think it's like a glitch or something. I can't buy anything, like, I can't buy certain things. There must be a glitch. 7 minutes, okay, that's a long time to have increased damage. Heartwood sword, that looks sick! But the great sword. It has it scales off of eminence as well. That's interesting. Raise strength by 9. That's sexy. Finesse by 9. Oh, I want all of these things. Physical defense and balance. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Ring O Roots Clippers. Those are claws. Okay, these are claw weapons. That's so cool. Okay, we're gonna go with the great sword though. And now I'm broke. Okay, but I don't care. You can't buy certain things. Like some of the merchants, like you just aren't allowed to buy. I don't know why that is, but. So from 108 to 60. So I mean, as long as I have eminence, right? Now, what kind of ability do I get from this bad boy? That's the thing. It looks nice too, so we'll definitely see how well it fares. And if it doesn't do well, then that's fine. We just swap it out. I could have endurance by 9 or strength by 9. I think we're going strength. Strength is just pure damage for us. And then we have the ice spells going. We're looking sexy right now. Okay, good. You need more money for that. Oh, okay. I see. That Neil often wants those heart husk things. I see. So some are either money or some don't take coins. Some take other types of currency. Very good. That's my mistake then. I didn't understand that. I'm chatting with everybody. Show me your wares, Khajiit man. Takes a little bit to load in. This is this little consumable items. I think like little mats, crafting things used for crafting. If you saw, they had tons of different consumables you could use that would reduce or remove the effects of like poison, haunt, frost, whatever else. So that's pretty good. I usually don't use items in most games. Like I use like equipable things or whatever, right? But I very rarely use consumables. But I do like to collect just about everything in terms of like armor and things like that, so that's good. The one of Nassar. Ooh. Consecutive attacks increase weapon damage for 6 seconds. That'd be good for like, you know, if you're really quick. So claws and sword and shield probably really solid. 2 pieces do 1% damage, 4 pieces do 2%. Can stack 8 times. That's not bad. Oof, that's not bad at all. But I have a flat 15% damage increase with the angler set right now. Even though I don't have the 4th piece, we'll go back and figure out how to get that area cleared out. This looks sexy right here. 15% health. And then you can they really have like this focus on, you know, you can do melee, you can do spells, or you can kind of be a spell blade and have a little bit of everything. And that's kind of what we're going for. We've got the ice enhancement, talisman, and things like that, or the, you know, the potency increase and mana cost decrease. Hey, there's our guy. This little frumpy boy. Frumpy boy. Slayer says, one thing I think could be better in Crimson Desert is I wish the weapons had unique traits because they're really mostly cosmetic. I agree to a degree, certainly, because aside from like the base weapon stats, they have a built-in stat that's going to either be like crit, attack speed, or whatever else, right? And that's what makes it different, because if it has any of those other features, the raw damage will be slightly less than even at max, right? And that's pretty, you know, I don't know, it makes sense to me. I don't mind that at all. But the only problem is when you see all these guides saying find the best weapon, the best sword, it's like there is no such thing. The game allows for any possibility of loadouts and equipment and things like that to be viable. So there is no best weapon or best whatever, just what you prefer. So I don't like clickbaity stuff like that. I'm literally a content creator surviving off of what I'm surviving off of since 2021, not doing content like that because I hate that kind of content. Like, I don't like that, you know, like, yeah, that doing that kind of content gets eyeballs, gets engagement and whatever else, but it's like, it's just scummy. And I don't believe in making that kind of content. So I don't like seeing it. That's why I'm a terrible viewer, because I don't watch YouTube at all. I use it, I post on it, and then I'm done with it. Social media, I post my stuff, that I don't use it at all for the intended purposes. So it's just very strange. That's cool. We have a wand. And these are nature spells. So this would have been, I think, probably the Nasargan spells or something. So different stuff. The first tree. There was a tree for like nature and poison. There was a tree for ice and a tree for like, I don't know if it was like holy or sunlight. I forget what. No, it was necromancy. That's what it was. Wind spells, eminence could. Ooh, that could be. That's a tail charm. Ooh, that's not bad. But I'm gonna go for the strength right now. I love all of this. So yeah, I like all of these different things here. This is definitely gonna be a hub we're gonna want to revisit. So most of it though seems to be merchants and stuff like that. We do have we had to meet with a smithy or something, so it's probably in one of these buildings, and let's chat with this old frumpy boy.
A Kotokayan encampment, you say? And legged Gilsanker on the prowl? Oh, then Gagre's birds sing truth. What of our missing ranger? Oh dear. Indeed, these are grievous reports. I must think on this.
I'll catch up on chat. Just 1 second, just trying to figure out the lore here.
You may enter the crystal sanctum to receive your first judgment.
Nice.
But enter forewarned, Raksaka. Words reveal a wisdom found within. Silence, an insight not yet possessed. Heed the follies of this stubborn old man.
And the blunders of youth, of those before you. Slayer says, that's so awesome he's here and willing to give you pointers. Love it. Oh yeah, Clock Tower is awesome, man. He's been really awesome even since when you first popped in stream a few days ago. It's amazing. I love when the devs are just wanting to see how their game's doing and caring about how the people are receiving it. That's very important to me. Rock says, Souls fashion is an important thing. Exactly. I'm all about fashion. I will outskill anything as long as I look cool. I don't care. Like that's what I do. Okay. Shayla, what's up, Shayla? Shayla says, hey. Slayer says, hey, Shayla, hope you're doing great. Rock says, the best Abyss gear. Yeah, the best possible weapons in the game are all the exact same, -1 or 2 damage. Spooky Molder says, is this game on PS5? It sure is. It is on PS5. It's on PS5, all consoles, and PC. I'm having a blast with it. It's like Cat Souls, essentially, and I think it's an absolute blast. The dev is actually in the stream, so you guys make sure you guys are nice. It's Astral Clock Tower Studios, so if he's in here, just be sure to say hi. I love the fashion thing. Just wish some weapons actually stood out above the rest. Indeed. Rock says, yes, Spooky, yes. Yeah, so they're just saying, yep, the game's on PS5. Shayla says, doing okay, just super busy with the garden, and last week I took my oldest leave for basic training. I remember that. I was going to reach out to you and be like, hey, you holding up, mama bear? Because I know that's kind of tough. So I got my first phone call letting me know his address. She says, how are you, Slaya? Spooky says, nice, this game looks really cool. It's lots of fun. It's like Cat Souls, essentially. Slaya says, it looks really fun so far. The boss was really great. Yeah, the boss was like a Dagon, like fishing Hamlet kind of inspired dude with a spear. Really cool. I enjoyed that fight a lot. The boss fights are where the game shines. Like it's so they're just really good. You got the telegraph movesets, you got phases, you got all the fun stuff. They punish the heal, all that good stuff. So they said I'm doing okay. All right, sweet. Let's ask about the statue and then let's move on.
But I claim no glory here. No. I've done little yet in this world to deserve such endearment, though I bear his likeness. It is, in fact, the very visage of my
visage.
Or rather, the man himself, Malachi the Unmoved, caster of the first stone.
Malachi is such a great name. It's a name that I would have probably given to one of my children.
But not one for the pleasantries of merriment. No. Malachi was said to have been so stubborn, he had turned to stone.
That's funny.
Yes. Well, you can see now where I get my good looks. Yeah, from a long line of stones skipped.
He is a frumpy boy. I like him. A bearded man.
When came the time for my coronation, and to take hold the reins of rulership, well, my mark had manifested, and I was realized a Kristala. So it was that a young Atreus would instead stand to prove, leaving
indeed
Nisar and its holdings in the hands of her people, to elect a just and honest ruler. Had I known that would be Gagre, well...
Gagre was mentioned in Debal's report, by the way.
Kristalans made kin, you and I. But blood alone does not make one Raksaka.
It is actions.
Oh no. The order is a brief.
Yeah, deeds and actions. So what am I saying? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Susanna says, hi, Mr. Inhuman. Hi, boys. Hi, Shayla. Hope all of you are well and bouncing, full of beans. I'm actually absolutely full of beans. Shayla says, yeah, I'm okay. Helps that I've been there specifically for the same base for my own basic training, so I know where he's going through. If I didn't, might be crazy right now. Yeah, no, I definitely, hopefully gives you a sense of reassurance. Rock says, hi, Marcus and Shayla. And Slaya says, having fun and challenging bosses. It's one of my favorite bosses in favorite features in the game. And it looks like the game certainly has that. Yeah, it definitely has really good boss fights. So far. I mean, I've seen the one, and I'm quite pleased with it. Our strength is super high right now. Slayer says, that sounds like Susanna. I hope you and Marcus are doing. Oh, yeah, it's totally. I can tell who's typing because of all, the difference in emojis and whatever else and tone. It's really funny.
Back so soon?
All right, where is the blacksmith? We can find him in a second, I suppose. Susanna says, it's not Marcus, it's Susanna. Marcus in his office, busy, business call. Mr. Grumpy Pants, hard at work. We get a pinch of crystal dust. Shayla says, oh, hey, Susanna. Okay, so we can't open that one yet. Well, I found another item at least. That dude's just meditating. Love that. We've got all this over here. I don't want to leave this main hub because I'm sure the blacksmith is in here. This is clearly Nassar, the little village. Yeah, I don't want to do all this either. Necessarily go off the beaten path. I'm sure he's in that giant building that I mentioned earlier. Just wanted to see kind of the extent. Oh, we have a platform up there that floats up and down, and then we have this path. Okay. Lovely. And then we have that. Training grounds, mayhaps. Pinch of crystal dust. And let us move ever onward. Slayer says, glad things sound to be going well for your son, Shayla. Is it your son or your daughter? Oh, it's her son. Totally her son.
You've that glint in your eye, like a
Oh, wow. He looks awesome. Brutus. Brutus looks amazing. My cat looks really, really, slinky compared to him.
I am Brutus, retainer smith to Rakaron. My works are yours, so long as you've the worth to wield.
I may not actually upgrade my weapons yet, though.
We Raksaka are well versed in Isler's hidden paths.
Okay.
Where the proving calls you, ever.
Bring the mezuzah back to Brutus. Okay, that can be done. I don't think I have the mezuzah yet. Are you gonna talk to me, brother?
You found them.
I found it?
Wisdom to strengthen the grip. Words
Damn, I'm good.
better than any a blade I've smithied.
I had no clue.
Better to wield than the wisdom.
And these are those things you can, I think those different essences that we found. So bringing the mezuzahs to Brutus will allow him to upgrade the forge. This will allow you to utilize echoes more efficiently, as well as upgrade the power of your weapons and talismans. Echoes can be found in the world or bought from merchants across Aler. You can imbue them at weapons and talismans to give them special effects. You can try that out in the preparation menu at an Ilaria font. Each weapon or talisman have specific echo slots. Oh, so not all echoes will fit everywhere. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe that's why there was like echo of the smith, echo of the ranger. So it's going to be like, different based on the type of weapon it is, very likely. Utilize them accordingly to match your playstyle. As you upgrade the forge, you will be able to imbue more echoes to your gear. Now, I need to hold off on the actual imbuement because,
If you know what's good for you,
or
you'll not
upgrading, because I don't know if this weapon's any good yet. All right, brother. Boop.
The order's been in us when that sorry.
I just want to see what happens here. Oh, upgrade my talisman, which is going to give me scaling. Oh, that's great. That's really cool. So I can go straight for damage increase, which is huge, or I can go scaling increase. You can make any weapon viable, essentially. Yeah, that's cool. crit damage increase, weapon damage just by having more health. That's neat. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, well now we know. I'm gonna hold off on that though, yeah, because I don't know if I can equip and unequip them, right? If they're permanent upgrades, that's something you definitely don't want to just be all willy-nilly about upgrading your weapons. You want to hold on to them if you can. A pinch of crystal dust, say you. Susanna says, Mr. Inhuman, Marcus said before he went off to Kofi money for your cans. Wait, what? Oh no. What did he do? What did I do? I hope I didn't mess anything up. I always feel like I'm like, oops, what did I... If I said something goofy. He went up to Kofi money for my can. I am not sure what that's referring to, but you guys are amazing, and you know I got nothing but love for you guys. I haven't heard anything about that, Rox. Let's see. There's a new owner for Wuchang. Yeah, Digital Bros. I don't even know who the Digital Bros is. But they did buy the rights to it for like it's only like 4 million euros or something. It's incredibly cheap. Shayla says, yes, I'm really proud of him, but I do miss him. Aw. You guys are so amazing. I wish there were more great people in the world. Like, absolutely. Susanna and Marcus, thank you guys so much. I figured. Oh my gosh. I love the slang. Like you guys don't know how much I've learned from you guys in terms of like the slang. Like first off, I've learned a lot of bad words because of Marcus, and I thank him. I'm very thankful for that. But Susanna says cans is slang for headphones, Mr. Human. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate it because that's like my I was like, hey, I'm being selfish because my birthday is on the 8th, and I was like, I need a new headset. I got the controller situation sorted out thanks to you guys. My wife got me one and had been sitting on it and like been like, yo, you need a controller, and so I have 2 controllers now that are functional, so that's good. And then I have you know, everything that I'm like, okay, I got this whole plan set up. Like after June when we come back, I'm gonna be working on getting my PC, you know, because it's like I'm running on my poor laptop. It's like 7 years old. It's like on the fritz, man. So I'm like, I'm gonna do that next. But I was like, you know what? I've joked with you guys about how bad the headset looks on my cans. See, cans with cans and like American slang are your tatas. That's why I laugh so hard. Cans is slang for tatas in American slang. You guys are incredible, man. Thank you guys so much. Marcus and Susanna just doing things. Another massive Ko-fi donation. Thank you guys so much, man. I have nothing but love for you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. But that's gonna be so awesome because I can, and you know what, I found out that I was like, you know, as cool as wireless sounds, like I need a wired set because of my current setup. So I just really appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. You guys are amazing. Much love to you guys for sure. Mark is on a call. He's like, you know what? Let me drop this real quick. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Slay says, I'm sure. Slay, I'm not a parent myself, but I can certainly empathize. Yeah, it's tough, you know, saying, you know, and it's hard seeing your children grow up. Shayla says, Inhuman, Digital Bros is the parent company of the Company 505 game, which is the publisher. Oh, nice. So that's not a bad thing then, right? That means that there's still life in it yet, right? Susan says, oh, well, didn't know that, Mr. Inhuman. Cans are boobs in US. Yes. Cans are boobies in the US. That's why I laughed so hard. Because I was like, wait, what does that mean? The slang is so different, man. Thank you so much, Susanna and Marcus. Much love to you guys. As always. You guys are just so amazing. But yeah, I was like, well, you know what? Birthday's coming up. I get to be a little bit selfish. So I was like, I'm gonna ask for some Ko-fi funds so we can get a new headset. Because it's you guys have seen how raunchy my headset is. Okay, I don't know where to go. Shayla says, yep, tatas. Yeah. Cans. I hadn't heard that in a while either. That's kind of like a dated term for the moobs. Moobs. Maybe it's up here. Chi-chis, yeah, the chi-chis is what we say in Spanish. Chi-chis, oh, it's so funny. That's what we say in Spanish. That is hilarious. Thank you guys again so much. I really appreciate it. That's so huge. Susanna says, I thought cans were dustbins. Mr. Obviously not. No, no. We would say trash can. Like we always say the word trash in front of it. It would be trash can. And we don't say put it in the bin or anything like that. Like it's very rare you'd hear us say that because bin could kind of be, but not a lot of people. It depends on where you're from. And I'm in Texas, so it's that kind of like more like southern, even though I don't really consider Texas southern. There's like truly, truly southern, and then like Texas is like its own weird beast. But so the slang here is even different from what you'd hear like in the southern states, and like what I consider the true southern states. But bin, like, oh, put it in the bin, you know? That'd be like put it in the trash, but they wouldn't really say it. They wouldn't say that here. It'd be like more of an up north kind of thing. I love slang and language and all that different stuff. You learn so much about a culture that way. It's just one of my favorite things to learn. I don't know where to go. Slayer says, Inhuman, could I ask what equipment it takes to try and start a channel? Yeah, I can. I mean, I can tell you, I use bare minimum, man, because the time that I started going, like, first off, you don't need a bunch of fancy stuff. You just need what, you know, you need to be able to play the game. You need to be able to record the footage. You need to be able to, you know, have a device that can run all that. And then you just need to be able to like have the consoles and the games itself, right? So it's pretty simple. And a lot of people have like, oh, this is the setup for this and that. You know, to me, there's really no like setup like that, because even the editing software I use free editing software, whatever. So it's like you don't need to be spending all this crazy money on these things, but you need to have, you know, a certain amount of quality to it. But you don't need money doesn't necessarily immediately equal quality, because you can make good things off of software and content that is like not heavily edited and whatever else, and it's very cost effective. I like the content to kind of speak for itself as opposed to having all the bells and whistles and stuff. Just my style, really, and I guess it shows like, I don't know. I'd rather showcase the game than like all the little things, but yeah, so we can go over that for sure. It's been a long time dream for me to do what you do, so many pointers on how to start would be appreciated. Yeah, for sure. So I think the main thing is you have to have I'm using a laptop, an Alienware laptop that I bought. It was I mean, this was back when I had the means to purchase things like that, but it was a $2,000 Alienware laptop that's lasted me like 7 years. It's just at the point now where it's starting to have performance type issues, but it's still pretty good. A laptop that has like a certain amount of RAM, memory, and cores is going to help you run, you know, certain processes. You need a capture card, which will record the device. Of course, you need the console and the games, right? That's duh. But you need a computer. It can be a laptop even. I've used a laptop for 7 years. You can also have I don't know where to go. You also need a capture card, so you can record the content. And then that has software, and that software is free. It just comes with the device once you buy it. And then now you have not only the platform in which to record, but you have the means to record it, and then the way to run all that together. So that's good. And once you have that, you need a mic if you want to do any kind of commentary. And with the mic, you know, I always have gone with blue. It's like, you know, the Blue Yeti type stuff, I think. And I've only ever, in my 10 years I've been creating content, I've had 2 microphones. One was a blue Snowball, and then this one that I have here it's more cylindrical. And I don't even know what it's called, but my mom and my sister, they got it for me several years ago as a birthday gift. My mom and my sisters, because I have a bunch of sisters, and they all pitched in and they got me a mic. And so that's pretty much what you need. If you want to show yourself, you can have a webcam as well. And then, of course, the green screen, which I have behind me. I like to not have like, hey, here's a picture of my whole house or my room, you know? I like to just show myself as opposed to like a big block of the screen or the content being chipped away from just like, look at my room that has all these pretty lights in it. I don't know. That's my style. But anywho, that's the equipment stuff you need. But we can always go over it in more detail. And if you message me like on Ko-fi, I can like write it out more, clearly as well. It's hard to do it kind of on the fly. All right, let me read chat real quick. I love my Spanish class I took through college, and my in-laws don't speak much Spanish, although they are Mexican heritage. But they say all this slang. That's so funny. Like, that's a big thing, especially like in California and stuff like that. Like I'm Mexican, so I can talk about my culture, okay? But there's a lot of Mexican Americans like myself that just simply don't know the culture or the language, and to me, it's really sad because I don't know. I think cultural identity is a big thing, and language, like I said, I understand and appreciate all those different things like culture, language, etc. So it's important to know that like not everybody's the same, everybody's different, and we have to appreciate those differences, you know? I think when everybody's like, oh, we're all the same, we're all equal, it's like, no, like you have to understand there are differences and you have to appreciate those differences. That's what makes life awesome, you know? So anyways, yeah, a lot of people I know growing up, like they don't know Spanish, they don't, and it's like, it's crazy to me. It's like, that is part of your culture. Like language is a big part of your culture, you know? So I always have trouble accepting. It's like, oh gosh. So it's important for me to instill that and you know, in my families, I know you learn the culture, you know? Crystal Sanctum is in Nassar. Am I not in Nassar right now? Like, I am. I'm confusion.
Oh, is that chum you're covered in?
I am confusion. Oh, Astro Clock Tower Studios. I also just wanted to see if it's possible. Like, maybe we could try and get like a key. I have a lot of people in chat that are interested in the game, and I would love to do a giveaway. I'd really love that. If possible, if no pressure, obviously, but it'd be great. Slaya says, so a laptop and console and software to run it, pretty much. And then you need your mic and your webcam, things like that. I'm telling you, if you message me on Ko-fi, I can write out everything you would need and then what I use just to get started or what most people use. Actually, I use things that other people would never use. I just, like I said, I make it work. Like, I don't really care too much about the fanciness of things, and in terms of like, oh, I need high level equipment for that. You really don't. I've used free stuff forever, and I literally do it full time.
So too shall your path alter the
Ooh.
of this world. A great reckoning.
Astral says, sorry, I only said that because I thought you. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm on a tangent right now, so
Of our very
that's my bad. And chat's coming in real slow. It's not you guys. The chat's not reloading, so I'm having to refresh it. So if I don't read your chat, it's because I haven't seen it yet. So I'm just now catching up. Here's some right now. Marcus says that. Oh, Susanna says that would be great, Mr. Slayer, with your sexy voice. Astro Clock Tower says, I've been listening while I have to knock something else out. So sorry for the random chiming. That doesn't bother me at all, Astro Clock Tower Studios. And by the way, everybody in chat, Astro Clock Tower Studios is the actual CEO of the company that made this game, Kristala. So it's so awesome to have them in chat.
for your valiance thusly.
So says, I appreciate all the info and tips. Thank you so much. Yeah, no doubt.
Wisdom
We have found the crystal.
deep in this world.
Yeah, my in-laws are from California and Colorado. There you go. I was gonna say Cali Mexicans. That's a whole another breed. I know plenty too. Texas, Mexicans that now live in Texas, like, there's like a whole, like, what they call Chicano, something. I don't really like those terms. There's a lot of reasons for that though, but there's this, it's very different culturally. Like, even though we all hail from the same area or have similar heritage, they're vastly different. California folks are weird anyways. If you guys know anybody from California, you know what I'm talking about. Cali people are they just think differently. They just think so differently. You can now interact with seal stones to descend. Yes! I'm going back then. There's a weird artifact here. It's just a visual thingy. There's some weird stuff that happens like that occasionally. Okay, oh, he's sad. Don't be sad. And destroy that. Okay, I'm just kidding. Sorry. All right, let's go back. Susanna says, can you imagine Shouty Boy doing a YouTube channel? God, he'd be banned with it. He would probably get banned immediately, but he would also get tons of engagement because it'd be like the funny rage guy, It would be great. I want him to do Souls-likes, challenge run type stuff, like do what I do, but I want him to express himself fully, like how I can't. the way I'm unable to express myself. I would love to hear him just go off. It'd be so funny. He would be an absolute blast to watch. Slayer says, "You're so sweet to me, Susanna. Thank you so much for being so kind." Absolutely. Yeah, Susanna's a little sweetie pie. Let's go here. The fungal forest. There was actually another set of stones I wanted to destroy. I don't remember where they're from, though. There's actually quite a few of these. I wonder if... I like this. We're going to go with this for now. Now, remember, we have other stones we need to destroy as well, so... fortunately, that was right across from the point, so very, very user-friendly.
Run by the ground. I bet he lost. Now how does that sound? Nay, nay. One cup nodding squill, written with by the dead men's quill.
She rhymes.
Cut off with winter bloom. We'll till ripe neath the blood moon's broom.
A witchy one. She's a witchy one, but she's not bad.
Are you returned with less sauce?
About those ingredients, yeah, can you put it? Yeah, what is? I need something in plain English.
Of its corruption.
Okay.
You'd find lion's mane.
I have lion's mane.
Naturally. A cattail
I have that too.
Banks by water, and a sprig of
I have all of that.
Wherever stands that mighty big tree bearing the same name.
I have all of it.
Find the herbs, find my cottage, and find me, whatever I be.
Yeah, I have no clue what you are. She's like a cat rat mushroom girl. So I need to... I have all of those things, so I will provide them to her. I just don't know where she lives, so there will be a cottage somewhere. She might actually be in the cottage beyond the boss fight, you know? It didn't seem witchy, because it was kind of clean, but who knows? Shayla says, my husband's great-grandparents were from Mexico, with the exception of the great-grandfather on his dad's side. His grandparents still understood Spanish, but their kids, none knew it fluently. None know it fluently. Yeah, and it's crazy. I'm a really big proponent of, like, learning the language, learning the culture. I don't know. I mean, like, call it what you want, but to me, it's incredibly important. It is incredibly important. I can't destroy these yet. And that could mean that there's only one way, you know, one side you can attack it from, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm real big on that. Oh, really? Oh gosh, I gotta check it out then. You know, yesterday my internet, I didn't even get to stream yesterday. My internet was out. My internet was out because we've had tornadoes and storms in areas very near to me and in my area. We had 2 people pass away this weekend, and then yesterday there was more storms and tornado type weathers and hail, and my internet was out most of the day, so I was unable to really do anything. Whoa, oh my gosh. Get Marcus. He has to see this. It's a spider. Marcus, look away. Look away, Marcus. I'm sorry. But yes, I will definitely check it out. Susanna says, I sent you a Ko-fi message yesterday, Mr. Inhuman, with a photo of Marcus. I gotta check it out then. But yeah, I was using my phone for just about everything. And, uh-oh. Make sure I'm free here. Not bad damage-wise. Ooh, nice dodge. I love the slow-mo. That's sexy. We like that. Slayer says, I always find it odd for people of other nationalities to not speak their native language. Yeah, I mean, you would think, right? But it's actually very common. Very common. And there's a lot of reasons for that I certainly don't want to get into because that probably upset people. But there are reasons for that. There are reasons for that. But yeah, I am against it. Learn your language. Learn your culture. Umbilical root. Uh-oh. We're getting all bloodborne. We're getting bloodborne in this piece. I cannot wait to see the photo. I'm going to have to, after when I'm sitting in line in the next, or sitting in queue, as you would say, after this stream is done and I'm sitting in queue waiting for my daughter, I am going to be looking at that. It's going to be hilarious. We got some bog grog. Susanna says, yes, we know, Mr. Inhuman. That was part of the message about the storm. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I couldn't even do anything. It was terrible. I couldn't even stream because it just kept going out. Internet kept going out, and I was like, oh my gosh. My phone, I actually had to disconnect it from Wi-Fi, and it was, I had it just on, like, cellular data, which I was like, I haven't done that in, like, forever. But I was still able to get a video that I had scheduled out, which was really nice at the end, near, like, the middle of the day, which was really nice. Ooh, that was a big jump. Nice. We're in a drought over here, says Shayla. We had the rain the last couple of days, but it was only enough to knock the dust down, so I had to water my garden today. We saw the weather on our news channel here, says Susanna. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's been real bad. We had hail, like, it was so much hail. I mean, it was buckets and buckets full of hail. It was insane. And that, of course, damages cars, because nobody puts their cars in garages here for some reason. I don't know why, but... I don't know how to get to this little bugger. Ugh, don't let Marcus see this, please. He's gonna be so pissed. This is a big one. Oh, this is even uncomfortable for me. It's a big spider. Lovely. Thank you. He killed me. He killed me. I agree, Slayer. Astro Clock Tower Studio says, awesome to have you play. Oh, absolutely, man. I don't know if you caught what I said earlier, and I apologize. I'm not trying to like beg or pressure you, but I was just trying to see if maybe we could do a key for like a giveaway type situation. That would be really awesome. I know I had mentioned it in the previous stream, and you seemed kind of okay with it. That would be fantastic. There's a handful of people in stream that would really like to check it out, and I'm always big on supporting games like this, indie devs, all that good stuff. So if possible, let me know. I'm gonna put my email in chat anyways. It doesn't, I mean, it is what it is, but if you can, that'd be awesome. If not, no worries. But if you don't ask, the answer is always no, right? So I've learned to be a lot less humble in that regard. But yeah, just wanted to know if that's possible. That'd be great. I'm sure everybody would love that. If not, no worries. Marcus says, oh, sorry, Susanna says, weather's all weird everywhere. Yeah, weather's been crazy, man. We're under a burn ban. Georgia's having issues with... What? That's insane. See, April here is a very rainy month for us. But with the rain comes tons of bad storms, and in Texas, nobody knows how to handle precipitation. But yeah, I'm loving the game, Master Clock Tower Studios. This is it's an absolute treat, you know. It's super charming. I love the setting. Fighting with weapons is vastly different and much more satisfying, and I am enjoying this for sure. So thank you for not only stopping by, but just treating us with another great addition to the Souls-like genre. A genre that I feel is quite saturated, but I think that there are certainly gems like this that need the attention, you know, and I think this is an excellent addition to the genre. So it's tons of fun. Trust me. And issues at launch, that is, no one's immune from that, regardless of the size of your team or whatever. It doesn't matter. But people like me that have a little bit of understanding and knowledge of that process will, you know, we'll try and fight for you guys to get your game noticed. So I hope this at least brings the game to somebody's, the interest is there or whatever, so that they have an, let me just go explore this. This could be where the witch is, actually. Kill this spider first, because I don't want to be talking with the witch and getting bitten in the back or whatever. And it came out at the perfect time, because honestly, I didn't have anything else that I wanted to play. So it was a great timing for this game to kind of come out. I've been following it on Twitter for quite some time. You gotta die, brother. Lovely. I'm gonna go ahead and heal again just to overheal and make sure we're good. Oh no! Susanna says Marcus had a tooth out today. Bless him. He's even more grumpy than usual. Feel sorry for the person on the end of his call. Yeah. I've had several teeth extractions, and my goodness. It's a process for sure. Okay. We're gonna go to, hopefully this is the witch's cottage. This seems kind of witchy, right? It's got mushrooms and stuff next to it. It's gotta be. It's gotta be witchy stuff. It's locked. That's even better. Report your findings. Return to Atreus' stone. Okay. Return to Atreus' stone. I always say his stone. I guess we could do that, yeah. We can go, and then we come back. Slayer says even the best AAA games have issues on launch. Not a reason to not support. Actually, exactly. Not a reason to support a game with good bones. That's my sentiment entirely. So Clock Tower says weird. You got to go talk to Atreus, I guess. Indeed. Indeed, we do, but it's fine because we're right here. We'll go to Nassar and then come back. Can I level yet? My gosh. I want to level more. Actually, we're quite strong with the damage we're dealing and all that anyway, so we have the tail charm and all that too. What's up, brother?
And a greater one, that they should opt to, speak to you.
Shayla says exactly. Say, yeah, Shayla agrees.
Not to
As long as it's got good bones.
I had overheard.
Atreus and Kratos, I know, right? When I heard Atreus, I was like, oh gosh. I was like, boy.
You might
Boy.
do well to beseech a certain exile from
But this old boy, he's a frumpy man.
the weirding woman, Zazagru.
I just talked with her.
Oh, a talented and charming.
I just
herbalist,
spoke with her.
undoubtedly, in her prime. But as I recall, Gagray cast her
Aw.
out.
Because she was weird. He's like, hey, you're kind of weird. I'm going to exile you into the fungal wood forest,
The woman
okay?
had contracted some strange,
Yeah, she was going crazy.
incurable ailment of the mind. One beyond the sacred humus, I assured him. Irremediable, I'm afraid. But at the time, it seemed only prudent. 'Twould have been foolishness to risk Nisar's pious subject. Then again, the woman was a prodigy of her mother's coven.
Maybe he'll give me the key.
Well learned in ancient texts regarding maledictions. Mayhaps our cure.
I love using mayhaps.
lies with the witch, should her wits remain.
All right.
Uncanny, isn't it? But I claim no glory here. No, no.
He's like, oh, they just built this in my honor.
Little yet in this world.
Didn't even notice it.
Such endearment, though I bear his likeness. It is in fact the
Oh,
very
okay.
visage of my forefather, or rather, the man himself, Malachi the Unmoved, caster of the first stone, and founder of Clan Nisaga. A rather judicious man, or so I am told, but not one for the pleasantries of merriment.
No merrymaking for him.
Malachi was said to have been so
Okay, so
well,
that's interesting. So that could very well actually be someone real, right?
Kristalans made kin, you and I.
Oddly, it sent me back, and now I have to go back. It's not a problem. I just didn't know how to report to him until it told me. Poor Marcus. Yeah, he's all jacked up right now. His teeth. Extractions are no fun, man. Suzanne says, thank you, Mr. Rocks. I'll pass that along. Oh, I'm sure you'll enjoy that.
Come another muling. A shame for a bitter curse. But herbs, care to find some herbs for a blind old.
Ah, that's interesting. It's like it didn't trigger. Okay, so now she's going to be like, find Lion's Mane, blah, 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 watch.
Goodly tit, marky well my list.
Lion's Mane?
One, a fistful of lion's mane.
Jaconda, whatever.
Dark where the frail cats grow.
And the third
Two,
thing.
a
Cat, I have that.
hay, wagging from shallows where loch and land marry.
Hmm.
And three, a sprig
I have all of that.
born on high, to be snapped from ancient roots. Find for me these earthlings three, thence to my cottage where I will be.
Lovely. Oh, let's see. That's excellent. Clock Tower says, sure, we can do a key. I think I offered it to you last time and I forgot to. Oh, no worries. No worries. I put my email in the thingy majabber, so. And chat. I'll do it again because I'm just a nice guy. Thank you so much, by the way. I really appreciate that. Clock Tower says, I got you for sure. Yeah, no worries, man. I know you had so many things at launch anyways. I wasn't going to put pressure, but I was like, if he pops by again, I'm going to ask. Because again, like I said, if you don't ask, the answer is always no, right? So I've learned to just ask. The worst you could say is no. Don't forget to tell him I said I hope he feels better. Yeah, for sure. Tell him to go and see the spiders on the... I need him to go to Arborea Castle in Crimson Desert. I've been trying to torture him with that for now like 2 weeks. That's how I show my love. I tease people that I care about. I am a jerk. I'm sorry. Everyone's like, please tell him. I obviously hope he feels better too. I remember how out of it I was, and not being able to eat what you normally used to eating. Oh, that's such a pain. I show my love differently. I'm a teaser. You let him know that I've got plenty of spiders for him when he's willing to watch. Read the above bit, Mr. Human. Marcus was very cheeky, but uh-oh. Marcus is being a cheeky boy? Wait. Why didn't I see it? I don't see the chat. The last chat I have is from you. It says Marcus had a tooth out. He's even more grumpy. Feel sorry for the person at the end of the call. Oh, I didn't see it. Did anyone see that? 'Cause I didn't. There's like I've had weird issues with. I had to update OBS this morning, and I've had to refresh chat repeatedly. I don't see his chat in particular, but he is. I am sure he's not feeling well. I hope he does feel better. He needs to get off that phone and relax. Have him some JD. It's locked. Is it? We'll get the key and then we'll go ahead and give her the ingredients. Clock Tower says, that means a lot. Thank you. It's been tough. I wish more people felt like you. They ran to our reviews and tanked them day one, which had immediate awful effects. Yeah, I can imagine. And that's not the kind of person I am in general. Like, first impressions, you got to kind of work past them, one. And then two, you have to be understanding. Is that not like what being an intelligent human's about? I think that's what differentiates people, like the masses of what I call the mindless masses from the few that are actually like, able to use their noggins, I just can't imagine if everybody, and most people are that way, sadly, which is, it sucks because that's the demographic you have to deal with. And even on what I do, like, as a content creator, I deal like, you guys are amazing, but I would say the majority of people are not. Like, I have to deal with people being so nasty on the regular, and it's, I understand what it's like. You put in all the time and effort and people just bash you or say how terrible or stupid you are or whatever. They question your intelligence, insult your intelligence, all that stuff. Trust me, I know. So I don't, appreciate that. So I always try and, be more understanding. I think that's just compassion. That's just the way you should be. But I don't know. Not everybody's like that. Slaya says, I don't have many tooth issues, but I certainly know how it feels to be in a lot of pain. It's not fun. I just had like a very crowded mouth. So they've taken like, I don't know how many teeth out of my head. It's Clock Tower says, it's crazy how much power reviewers on Steam have. It's because people don't like to think for themselves. They'd rather be told something. And when they're told something with someone that's somewhat credible, and credibility is for sale. So whoever has the most engagement, the most eyeballs, they can now create new truths. So people like that have the ability to say something negative and you get a lot of likes, get a lot of engagement. It must be true because a lot of people agree, right? So people believe truths. And untruth is so much easier because now the truth is so much easier to manipulate. You can create your own version of the truth. So that's just the way it works. That's the way of the world, unfortunately. And the advent of social media and technology has only strengthened the anonymity, the anonymous, the loud, anonymous, foolish crowd, unfortunately. I've died to that same Furkin spider. I don't know how many times I'm about to curse. I'm about to use my bad word button. I can't open this stupid door. Okay, traverse the fungal wood. Sweet. Go this way and die. Give me my Kristala. This thing is actually driving me nuts. And I missed him. Okay. I forgot I could parry. I haven't been trying to parry that because they're kind of scary. That's a 3-hit combo. Okay. If he jumps at me, I'm dead. I forgot that I'm a master of all things parry. They call me Parry Hodder in some circles. But yeah, don't. I would say stay positive, and obviously, don't. Just maintain your composure, keep your resolve. You're doing the right thing. You guys are very responsive. It's a good dev team, and I really enjoy the game. And I think that more people will stick with it, and hopefully, people like me will have a counter to influence the negativity that the game initially had at launch. So no worries, man. This game's fun. I like it. He's based on my cat Atreus. That's too funny. He's a little frumpy boy. So they says, yeah, it's awful how streamers aren't fair to games. And they just have too much power and influence, unfortunately, because people don't like to think for themselves. So the simplicity of man folding upon itself. Simple bat gamers, they don't know nothing. I will pass that on. Also, Mr. Slay, thank you. I think my chat's going weird, not fair. YouTube thinks I'm Marcus, so it's like, oh, really? Marcus is in chat? Delete. They did the same thing with Wuchong. They sure did. Yeah, it's messed up. Really messed us up. We've been pushing fixes nonstop and working crazy. I was trying to turn it around, but people seem pretty unwilling so far to consider. Yeah, no worries. I'll try and do like it's going to be kind of funny though, but I had like a little preview kind of video going. Obviously not a review since I got the game this day 2, I think is when I started playing it. So it's just a preview. I haven't beat the game yet, anything. So I'm just going to do like a little preview and trying to bring some attention to the game. But I'd planned on doing that, but like I said, there's storms in my area that have been preventing me from having consistent internet access. So such is life. But yeah, I'll do my best, man. And I'm sure there'll be other people like you that, that enjoy the game as well. That's so cool, Astral. Your cat will be immortalized in this game. Says that, yeah, pretty much. Astral says, yeah, that's why I mentioned it to you in case not talking to Atreus hurt the quest somehow. Yeah, and it didn't hurt it, fortunately, because it actually gave me an indicator. It told me to do that. I said, in spite of the fact that I play video games all the time, every day, whatever, for my job, there are instances where I just can't multitask. Like, I suck at multitasking, so I'm not paying attention as I should, and sometimes I miss key things, but the indicator was there, so I'm glad you mentioned it because it made it a little more obvious to me. But oh my gosh, I am so good and humble. How did I forgot you could parry everything in this game pretty much. But yeah, I'm very appreciative for the game, and I think it's a little hidden gem. It's very charming. I like that it has like a charm to it that I just was able to kind of see through all the. Okay, that has little bugs, little issues, or whatever. Like that didn't bother me. I was like, oh man, I like what this game's trying to do. I see the vision. So similarly, I just stuck with it, and to me, you get a great, it's better reward for that than giving up, But yeah, for sure, you guys are doing great. I think, anyways, for what it's worth. All right, come here, big boy. Jump at me. Just do it. Never mind. Ugh, that's fine too. Oh, I've got greedy. Mother of pearl, dude. I do that every time. I get so greedy because I see an opening and I know his pattern. I knew exactly what he's going to do, and then I mess it up. There's another rock. Sexy, sexy. All right, all right. Oh, hey. Oh, he's bad. I thought it was a friend. What are you doing in here? He's hanging on to all his cash. He's a loot goblin. Slay says, I'll put out the word for the game in the gaming circles I'm in. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's great. I'm enjoying it. Like, and that's not just because you're here. Trust me. Ooh, that looks cool. But I don't want to actually fight that yet. Let's see what this opens up. Maybe a shortcut, because I am in desperate need for heals, by the way. So he says, I certainly think this game deserves some attention. Yeah, same. Perfect. Okay, now we're correct then. The stones can only be destroyed from one angle, so it's good to note. I want to bump this up to 15, by the way. And also, I want to start using my spells a little bit more. How are we doing on time? We're good. We'll come around and that'll be looped around after we go that way, so that's good. But let me try this out just for giggles, as they say in my parts. That little 4-hit combo here sucks, dude. Get out of here. He almost leapt all the way to me, by the way. I can't see his little lips. I've been using the mandibles as my audio and visual cues, and yeah, his little spider lips are in the ground. Can't see. Susanna says, I love cats, Mr. Astro. I will try and give this a go, but as Mr. Inhuman knows, I'm more of a sim girl. Yeah, she likes her Sims and, like, you know, the cozy games, and that's perfectly fine. Susanna says, damn, type Mr. Astro I meant. Sorry. Oh, yeah, no worries. Let's see what this guy's moveset is. One. Oh, and a body slam. That's a undeflectable attack there. Oh, he's just going to be a jerk then. I see. He just drops his head on everything then. No? What are you doing? And then fall. Okay, we're just going to let him fall and do that. It gives us free hits anyway, so. He can certainly clear some ground on that, though, but he's not a difficult enemy, at least. He'd be terrible if there's other enemies around, but one-on-one, he's not bad at all. So this is so gross. I just found a millipede in my hall. A millipede? Whoa, I haven't seen millipede in like forever. You know, I don't mind those. What I don't like is I can't, like I said at length, I don't like roaches. I don't like rodents. That's why I thought this game was gonna be kind of hard for me. Come over and kill it this way, I guess. The intended route versus my little method. Alright, we got that one. There must be another corruption node. Oh, Shinto. It's a purple boy. Okay, so, you know, I need to test and see, is this weapon even doing what I need it to do? I think I need to probably go with something like this that actually probably scales off of strength a little bit better. See strength scaling. And finesse, too. I'm going to go with this one because it has a special attack to it, at least. Probably doing much more damage with 24 strength, right? How's the parry window? It's incredibly intuitive. I'd say it's quite generous as well. Quite generous, Shayla. Good question, by the way. Susan, this is funny, Mr. Slayer. Marcus hates things with multiple legs, like spiders. He would be running away so fast. See, I don't mind millipede. I mean, like, you know, it's not like I'm like, oh, heck yeah, let me go make friends with it, but it doesn't really scare me. Like an actual, like a centipede, like the predatorial ones, those are scary to me. Clock Tower says, hey, for that door to unlock, make sure to check the quest Something Wicked in your journal and see if you have something she asked for. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I need 3 cattail bouquets. Oh, wow, I've only had 1 of those. Okay, wow. I have a lot more lion's mane. Thank you so much, Astral, for letting me know that. I appreciate that. We call it a centipede, Slayer. Well, there's different types, centipedes and millipedes. Millipedes those are 2 different types of creatures, actually. Astral says, I got confused. Oh, no worries, no worries. Sounds like my kind of game. Big parry window, very nice. Astral says, also on stream when people all over a game like that, Steam stops promoting it or featuring it so it double tanks your sales. I don't know if gamers even realize that. I'm sure they do, but I just feel like they don't care. Like, people just simply don't care about what they do. They care about, oh man, you see that got like 30 likes on it? That's what they care about. People care more about that instant gratification from getting an anonymous high fives. I had to play kind of perfect here, and I died. Son of a... Man. Oh, I could have nailed that, but I screwed up. And I'm a little messed up because I don't know exactly where I'm at. I typically don't get lost, but as much as I've been engaging with chat, it's, I will get a little lost. Go this way, and then we're going to go straight and turn right. Slay says, it didn't scare me. I just think bugs with a ton of legs are gross. So it was like, full disclosure, I fear nothing. Astro says, especially the ones that leave you a bad review while saying they want updates. That's very counterintuitive. Yeah, it's like, so you already probably bought the game, but you just want to say things on it so you can have a bunch of people agree with you. Son of a mother, dude. All right, we gotta take it easy and take it slow then. I'm getting impatient because I'm excited to see what's on the other side. I was clearing out a bunch of corruption, so I got kind of like, ooh, excited. And my haste is what cost me. Okay, so now I did piss off both of them like a genius. What is my path? Is it circle and to the right? I think it is, right? I'm just gonna stand in the poison. I don't fear your poison. Everybody gets some today, okay? Susanna says, when Marcus was a kid, Mr. Inhuman, he was on a safari with his family in Africa. He woke up with what they call a Mombasa train in his bed, which acts as a giant millipede. Oh my gosh. That's terrifying. That would be terrifying. Mombasa train? That sounds cool, by the way. It sounds like really cool. But also just a little bit terrifying. Let me kill this dude just so I can feel better about myself. Slaya says, some people just suck. Sorry it's hurting your sales like that, Astro. I'm really unfair. It's really unfair considering how much work and effort it takes to make a game. I agree. Oh my gosh, that'd be terrible, says Slaya. And Dave Hudson over on YouTube says, this is that cat game I got the other day. You got it the other day? Yeah, it's awesome. The dev's actually in chat, man, so... Be nice. The game's awesome. I'm enjoying it so far. Having a blast. The boss fight that I had with the fish man, eek, that was very good. Very good boss fight. Okay, so it was this way. He covers a lot of ground with that one, so I'm going to do a double R2 here. Back away. Bait the big red strike. He doesn't want to do it, though. There you go. This should be his end nears ever closer. Slaya says, how are you liking it, Dave? It looks great from what I've seen so far. Yeah, I think it's my favorite part is certainly the world building of it, and then the boss fight was so good. I enjoyed the boss fight. That was like lots of fun, actually. But what does Dave think? Uh-oh. Am I stuck? Oh, this was not... I thought this was a special variant. It's not. It's just a purple one. And of course, anything that has parry in it, I'm gonna love. And take that. Oh goodness. All right, so we got that going. Let's go ahead and jump up and around here. We're gonna do a stealth blow here on the other side, actually. It's a good game. I like the takedowns. Yeah, the takedowns are flashy, man. Like this, for example. Let's see if we can get a takedown. Oh no, he saw us, but yeah, I won't be able to get one from there. That's fine though. The parries are, I think the deflection is one of my favorite things. It's a really satisfying parry, by the way. Oh. No, that threw me off so bad. I died to him again. That, I was just going to talk about how it's really neat. They have like, obviously like most enemies in any game is going to have like a, certain moveset. But it just gets really like a nice like rhythm you get going. So I enjoy the parry. Like you don't have to necessarily wait And then it doesn't interrupt your strikes and your offensive capabilities so much because you're just working towards that stagger anyway, so it's really nice. Anyways, we're gonna skip past this. So mixed up right now. That can't be right. Is that right? Yeah, I have no clue where I'm doing that. Yeah, that's the big door I'm supposed to go into then. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back out of here then. Was it here? There's a place off to the right that I shouldn't have missed. I don't know where it's at. Ah, here it is. So this is an immediate right then. Don't tase me, bro. Don't. I don't think you can jump, so. Really? Okay, you guys are gonna be really mad at me. Everybody in the world's aggroed right now. So we have this path, and then we have the path up above. This is probably just for goodies. This was dumb. I should not have done this. I'll catch up on chat in just 1 second. I'm just getting my ass handed to me right now. Give me the iframes! Okay. Hold on, Keeper. You hold your frackin' horses. Nice shot, you clown. You would think ice would hurt the plants more, but it really doesn't. Woo! They have a weakness, I'm sure. I just haven't figured it out yet. Alright, good gravy, man. I kicked all the ass there. Okay, let's go back for a second. So let's regroup. Because we have this up here too. Goodness gracious, man. Okay, let me catch up on chat real quick. Good game. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Dave. If you're not into it or want to try it, wait for a sale. Susanna says, yeah, it's just they can grow to like 13 inches. Bless his heart. He said he ran out of the tent towards the river, but nearly knocked himself on a tree branch. Yeah, that would be terrifying for sure. Astral says, I spent mine in Nisara by accident, so we added the ability to buy them there. Oh, I see. That merchant does sell a bunch of different, whatever, crafting materials, if you will. Email sent, by the way. Thank you so much, Astral. I'll be doing giveaways thanks to the dev, or actually the CEO of the game that actually made Kristala is in chat, guys. Astral Clock Tower Studios, and they just gave me some keys. So we'll be doing giveaways throughout the rest of the week. So I hope you guys are ready, because if you guys are interested in the game, you don't have it already, we will certainly be featuring it in the channel until I beat it on this run, and we're gonna have a blast with it. So that's the connecting area over to Kristala, whatever her name is. What's up, Walter? How you? Are you still on a vacation, Walter? You aggroed the whole forest in Inhuman. I sure did, but I ended up winning. It's all that matters, even though it was at a great cost. I'd guess fire for plants if there's fire. Yeah, I'm sure there's something like that. But I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if ice is going to be more effective, and it really wasn't. Not against him, anyways. Oh gosh. He's singing. Trends. Sing to me. Serenade me, keeper. Thanks so much again for the keys, Astro. I really appreciate that. A cat must be stealth walk. Yeah, not this cat. My cat was like, hey, I'm over here. Slay says, hey, Walter, hope you're doing well. Susanna also says, hi, Mr. Walter. Slay says, sweet. I'm excited to get the chance to get this. Absolutely. Slay gets first dibs because the key that I gave him for AI limit, I don't know how, and trust me, I already explained to him at length how embarrassing this was, but it was already redeemed, and it wasn't redeemed by me. I got it from the marketing dude. So that's my bad, but he gets first dibs on any key, so ideally, depending on if we get one or however many we got, then that'll be perfect, and we can just move on from there. Traverse the fungal wood. Okay. I'm usually pretty good at mazes, but so we can jump up there.
Have your wanderings led you to require counsel with the lorry?
He's a chatty cat, isn't he? Okay, you done?
Why, Potts? Do you bid entry, or is this delay a form of, cowardice?
Interesting, okay.
That old yarn, Very well. Following the Age of Awakening, hence the Sacred Six bestowed upon our ancient kin, the very gift of consciousness accursed. Like paupers, the clans begged guidance in their futile...
Maybe they were more primitive back then, and the crystals gave them, like he said, that conscience. Interesting.
'Twas the young Ilaria, first of the Rock Soccer, who sought out the crystals in their long silence to demand of them that which had resided within her all along. Wisdom, so it goes.
I like his design. I wonder if that's the same helm that we could have got that's for the cryomancers.
Sagely boon is wisdom, if not a fool's lesson in folly. Oh, but what am I to know a humble keeper?
Keeper of the maze. I like him.
But plot the path.
Slay says, yeah, I'm super excited. Thank you so much, Inhuman. Can't wait to try. Absolutely, man. Walter says, I just came back from all you can eat Chinese restaurant. Oh, man, you have a succulent Chinese meal, bro? Susanna says, yes, give to Mr. Slaya, Mr. Oh, of course, of course. Walter says, hey, Slaya, Marcus, and everyone I've missed. We got Rocks in here, too. Yeah, everybody. I'm so glad you're enjoying your vacation, man. You deserve it. You deserve it. You work so hard. Oh my gosh, I need to jump on the scratching post. Okay. Indestructible roots are indestructible. That should be the other way that I... Ooh, it's not. Ooh. Always make left turns. Nice, Walter. I love Chinese. A succulent Chinese meal, bro. Like, yes. Endless. All you can eat succulent Chinese meal. All right, cool. So now that... I wonder if this cleared this up then. Curiouser and curiouser indeed. We're going to do all the left turns first, because the way I say it, I've always mentioned this and how I clear areas and I like to explain. So obviously, like when you come in and you have multiple choices to make, you go on the only path that it allows you to go. Once you do that, a lot of times in maze type areas, one action you do is going to clear out another path from a previous area. So what I do is I like to start from the beginning, and then I go left, and then I just will make my way, hug the walls kind of thing until I'm coming back, and then I make another left, and then continue the same thing until eventually you find the exit. Or at least you know exactly where you're at. So you know, okay, I found the exit. Now I know from the exit I can explore the other areas, and you continue making your series of left turns. So it's whatever. It's what I do. Works. Mandarin's where I went. Mandarin, huh? I think that sounds lovely. There's a bunch of zombie rats. But again, these are palatable. They don't look that bad, actually. If it was like more grotesque in the sense that, like, you know, they had like pus and big ugly eyes, like that would creep me out. Like bloodborne mice and rats are terrifying. Yet, because that was my favorite game for so many years, I was able to stomach it just for the sake of playing that damned game. So this is interesting. It just stands out to me. But then we have this here, which we know is a pathway. So there's going to be a corruption route probably around the corner. Susanna says, yes, Mr. Walter, it's good. You're having a lovely time and all full of shiny. Oh, yes, I'm jealous. I'm starving. Y'all need to stop talking about food. So I said, I'm kind of jealous too. I haven't had Chinese in forever. You know, I had Kung Pao chicken like 2 weeks ago and it was delicious. But I think today I have to do spaghetti. I have to because I already thawed out the meat and everything. So, but I'm so hungry. I am so hungry. Now we go back. Walter said, I went with either my best friend or boyfriend. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know, BF. I was gonna say best friend, boyfriend, and his sister. So I went with my best friend and his sister and her husband. We all had too much. That's too funny. Me neither, Mr. Slayer. Walter says, BF, best friend is what I should have wrote. You're laughing. I knew what you meant, Walter. I'm shoot. I don't know, and I don't mind. It don't matter. I was just like, which one is it? BF? I like BFFs. Best and friends forever. BFFs? Yeah, that's BFFF. Alright, so that didn't open that other path, which is fine. I'm okay with that. So then we continue making our little left turns, and boom, we got this, because that's the corruption that was here that we destroyed from the node that was here. And then we're like, where do we go, bro? Aristocrat's tail charms give me like speech bonus. Raises vitality by 9. Alright. Whoa-oh. Something's mad. Oh, this is one of those whatchamacallit boys. Mushroom boys. Want to make sure I don't get surrounded by other enemies. I'm used to the red eye variant that does like the 4 attacks, so he's a lot less aggressive. Story, this is loot right here. The Spider Maze. Ink smeared scroll written by a keeper of Dalamaze. The following can be made out. The statues, glowing eyes. We took their masks to lift the seals. 3 prayers on the plinth's blue statue. So that's going to be the tip. Walter, that's my bad. I'm sorry. Cone of Cold's perks definitely make it better, but agreed it should be stronger in general. Oh, no worries. I was just pointing out that I thought that particular spell was going to be effective against plant-based enemies. I wasn't sure because usually it's either fire or ice that kills plants, you know. And I was like, which one is it? So it's certainly not ice, but I was just curious as to how that was going to kind of work. But no, yeah, hey, the balancing and whatever, that's up to you guys. I just, as long as the game works and runs, and I will beat it, and it'll be awesome. I like to work within the parameters you guys give us. You know, I don't really care about nerfs and whatever much. I care about balances when you're playing like on an online type thing, but if it's not, then I don't really care. It can be as imbalanced as you want if you're not playing against others or there's no competitive leaderboard type thing. For me, I know a lot of people are against that, but I don't care. Okay, this should be the beginning. Damn it. Sometimes I surprise myself. Okay, cool. So we have that save point there. So there's only the one path to go, which is fantastic. Oh man, okay, so Cone of Colds, yeah, I don't mind it. I thought it would be like a defensive, like enemies are rushing you and you put that out there and it kind of like stops them. I didn't know what the intended effect was. I rarely use magic unless I'm just kind of using whatever I have because I unlocked it, but I'm just a simple man. Melee and parry is all I need. We can't get takeaways delivered here. We're so far. Yeah, I know you live like on your own little island apparently, so it's like you're like no one delivers. Follow the flowers. You guys are too far. So obviously you can see here there ain't no flowers. And here we have the blue flowers. So that indicates the path. That's awesome. Also the note gave us a little bit of a hint too. But people like me, we're kind of masochistic. And we have to get all the loot. So flowers or not is not enough to stop me. Okay, I barely made that jump. And scratch and post. And jump. We will go the intended path, but here's the thing. Even if the dev's in here, you never go the dev intended path first. I've said this to you guys many times. Never go the dev intended path first, because then you miss out on the optional goodies. Very fast. 3-hit combo. That's the 3-hit combo again. I'm gonna have to heal here. See if we can use this to great effect. Oh, we can't. Got me. Okay, well, that's great. That'll probably give us, likely give us like some crisp pearls or something special. Tiger's eyes even, who knows. That's awesome. Astro says, sure thing. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate you. Astro says, I sent 2, so that works great. Fantastic, man. That's perfect. Thank you so much. Again, I really appreciate you, Astro. Walter says, I've known my best friend for 37 years. His sister since she was 6 months old and her husband for 20 years. Damn, I'm old. Hey, age ain't nothing but a number, Walter. It's 2026. That would be 39 years. Oh, yep. Now you are getting the old brain. You're like, my math is not mathing. Let's go this way again. Let me catch up on the rest of the chat. I mean, it makes sense to me. Specific enemies always have specific weaknesses. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Indeed, Slaya, indeed. Susanna says, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm sorry, Mr. Inhuman. Just scene time. I have to go as I have to get on a call. You have a great rest of your day, Susanna. Much love to you. Thank you so much. Have a great night. You and Marcus, please make sure Marcus gets some JD so he can sleep good tonight with his sore mouth. Everybody says good night. Awesome. Read the code for me. Oh, I will. I will. Much love to you. I'll see you soon, okay? Bye-bye. Take care, Marcus. Mr. Grumpy Pants. There's just a slow 3-hit combo and a fast one. So I got stunned there. And so because I got knocked off balance, I'm kind of just got screwed up. That's fine. Not much you can do when you're in that weakened state. You're gonna die. Just like in any other, like say for example, you're staggered or whatever. That's the moment of like, see, you shouldn't have sucked. One of those moments. Wait, I got mixed up already. Show me the blue path. Oh my gosh, I got a little confident there, didn't I? Come on, okay. And scratching post. Those jumps feel like you're barely gonna make it, but you have plenty of room. All right, how about we do this? I'm dead. Oh my goodness. Three-hit combo fast, 3-hit combo slow, and then a range combo. Shoot! I didn't have my ability ready. There you go. That was so sloppy. We got Peridot Reliquary Mask and Keeper's stuff. We got some other stuff. Ooh, Ring of Roots. This is the one. Ooh, gives you more health. After performing a perfect dodge. That's really neat. Keeper's Bracers. Increased damage done. It's kind of the same as this. And that's the health one again. I don't care for health. I don't care for health or defense, as you guys know. So I am purely offensive. Defense delays defeat. I don't want to create a build based on me getting hurt. I'm going to hurt others instead. That's how I share my love. We're going to go this way, and this way, and this way, and keep going. Scratch and post. That's such a scary jump. Now we're going to go heal here. Can I level? I wonder if I got enough juice. I did not. That guy was tough. Yeah, he was kind of a jerk. Nice win. He's dead. Yeah, that was really sloppy, but hey, we won, right? We won either way. It's fine. But all he had was 2 3-hit combos and a projectile. So it just, there's a fast one and a slow one, and I just couldn't, for the life of me, get that down. But I need him to kind of commit, but the little spider's being a coward, so. Charged R2, that'll finish him off. Bob's your uncle. Was there a node around here, or was he just blocking it? Maybe he's, oh, he's a corruption spider, so he actually erases some of the corruption. And we have a corruption node here. I love mazes like this in games. Okay, we know we have that, and then we have this area here. I just like to get a good understanding of what I'm working with here. Astro says, I get that because I'm the same. Yeah, I don't care anything about defense or health. I'm like, that's great, and I love it, and I'll collect it and everything, and I'll put it in my little chest in my storage, and it'll be happy sitting there and pretty, but I'm never going to put it on. I either go for fashion, because I always say this, hey, if you look cool, you feel cool, you play cool. That's what I say. But other than that, I don't care. I just want, like, I do so many challenges and stuff like that. I'm like, whatever. I just want to look cool or look a certain theme or whatever. Or I just want to have maximize the offensive potential that I have, because in I don't know, in my opinion, defense just delays defeat. If you're working around a defensive type build, unless you have something that's like, I don't know, at that point you're crunching numbers, which I like to wing it when I'm playing it. I don't like to go so in depth with it. I like to just wing it and experience it and figure it out on the fly. That to me is so much more fun. So I can probably make that jump, but I'm going to go for this one. Echo of the Shaman. I wonder if there's illusory walls. That would be a perfect spot for one. Right, can I make this jump? Let's go, baby. And then we're going to do a big one here. Barely made that. Another scratching post over here as well. Astro says, I think it's fun when I find random things that work better than others in games like the same. Yeah, like, just the fact that you can parry, like, I'm going to rely on that, like, at 90% of the time. Like, you can have all these other mechanics. I'll still rely primarily on just the deflection, if you will. That's just the way I am. That's one of my favorite mechanics in any game as it is, so if I can parry, I'm going to use that all day. Because I love that. To me, it's a very skill-based thing, and I like to, I like to believe I'm decent at timing and things like that. Okay, we have that. I always invest in the Crystal Archer spell because I love it. Is that this one right here? Because this is one of my favorite moves. It's super strong, by the way. Slay says, I always go offense myself, and human skill will always carry you through. Indeed. The only thing you have to remember is if I hit the enemy before it hits me, and I do that consistently, I might win. I might win every fight that way. Ooh. There was a whole thing about this. Statues with eyes and things like that. Whoa. So there's going to be little keepers all throughout. We have to put the maskuses on. I wanted to wear that mask, actually. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Alright, so there's a few pathways we can actually take. We got another fish dude. Seems like an ambush, so it's a very open area. I'm gonna be very cautious here. Oh, hey, buddy, where'd you come from? Go ahead and heal for safety. Oof, alright. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Astro says, I like finesse and a bunch of magic. Basically a glass cannon. Yeah, very nice. That's a good build to go for sure. That'd be fun. Luke, what's going on, Luke? Luke says Parry Master wins the game. Absolutely. Parrying is my favorite mechanic in any game. We're all Sekiro style combat gamers. Exactly. My whole chat is like we're all Souls-like dudes. Like I do challenge runs all the time and stuff like that. So it's like I love that kind of aspect to it. Most of the times I do challenge ones on my very first playthrough, which is pretty funny. Hail Ilaria, blessed thou art, who in wandering exile suffered the world and want of hope. Your echoes we keep. Indeed. Indeed. Hence those statues, I guess. So this is facts, Rux. That's one of the things I'm really liking about this game so far. The parries look crisp. They are crisp, and they're very satisfying when you pull them off. It just has a nice weight to it. I always talk about the weight in games, and this has a nice weight, and the combat has a nice weight to it. Even the platforming feels good. It's always like they definitely place the jump, so it's like you're like, can I make it? But you can. You certainly can. There's another area I missed as well. We probably need to go back and do that too. Let's see where this leads. I don't want to go too far though. I feel like I'm pressing up on a boss probably here soon. Okay, that's the exit. Lovely. And that should be... No, that's not. Never mind. It's a 3-hit combo right here. Okay, he's dead. We're gonna go back. There was an area with a grate, like a grated, like a gate that was destroyed, and there was a mechanical chainsaw rat man that I want to go ahead and kill. So we're gonna go back there. I like to be kind of thorough in these. Actually, you know that I'm 100% completionist kind of guy. Okay, so we went there already. Now, I need to get my bearings. I think that's where I came from. Let's poke around real quick. This is where I would have come. So that broke the vines that were here. Interesting. Rox, I'm more physical. Rarely use magic in the type of game. Yeah, same. I will, if I'm doing magic, I'll be like, okay, we're doing a spells only challenge run kind of thing, you know. But this is like the way you do ranged essentially too. So I like to have the bow for that reason. Here it is. Swords and bows, my type strength, and dex are my usual builds. Yeah, some of those jumps look like they fucking. I can't even read that without laughing. Rox literally don't care about magic. Yeah, I typically don't use magic. I don't mind it. I just aggro to everybody and their fracking mama. Yes, that's the stuff. I don't know why I do that. Why do I do that to myself? Okay, you're gonna go. That's like a moment of impact kind of thing, I guess. Well, son of a mother. I'm 2 feet away, so that's fine. We'll go and kill these dudes. Sucky thing is I'm gonna have to stealth kill one of them, kill the gunner, and then I want to stealth kill the shield guy, honestly. But now I'm kind of like, I'm angry, so now I have to kill him. What is this? This is where I just came from. So this is the area with the golden vines. Same here, Rock. Cicely, I love my dex builds. I love fast-paced attacking enemies. Same. I just like being relentless. Where did all the other enemies come from then? Where are all the other brothers? There's like 50 of them. Where did all the other rats go? I don't know what I did. Okay, let's just do this. I heard another rat. Oh, gosh. Let's go for it. There you go. Where did those other rats come from? I love that Lofi finally forced me to deflect. Oh yeah, Lofi, that was such a great fight. Like, I love parrying, and I was like, heck yeah. And I always forget sometimes, like, oh yeah, you can parry everything, pretty much, right? Aside from red attacks, I was like, this is gonna be good. So it's a fight that would be so satisfying to do no damage. But I was pretty sloppy in my victory, unfortunately. That was a difficult spot, says Slay. I guess it saved your progress for the enemies you could maybe. Yes, that's the spell. Oh, I see. I see now. Okay, so now this just opened up the other area that we'd already gone to. So this should be, that was the dead end, of course. But no, we had items here. There's like a little green one or turquoise. This is the other side. Well, good. At least we're completing everything and clearing out the full maze, because I think I dealt with this, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is where you first enter. So the problem is there's still a corruption that I haven't got to yet, which means there's still stuff or directions I haven't gone in. That was the 2 dead ends that have goodies. Ooh, maybe not though. There could be a wall in here. I'm really stoked people are liking it. Yeah, for sure, man. You should be proud. It's a great game. There you go. This was blocked by yellow vines previously. Yeah, for sure, man. I'm also happy for you. I hope the rest of the bosses are like that low. Yeah, I hope so too. Like, I like the multiple phase bosses. Like, I love that. Yellow eye. We're gonna have to deal with one of these fools then. There's a good one coming. Lovely. I love a good fight. All right, so I hate those stupid things. Those bugs are very annoying. I mean, like, yeah, obviously, I'm just saying I don't like them. I don't have to like it. I don't like those bugs, man. They're super annoying. All right, so we do have to go this way then. Me too. My favorite part of these kinds of games, yeah. I'd like a bunch more. Okay, cool. So there's a bunch of good boss fights. That's all I need, man. Give me some good boss fights, and I'm just looking forward to the next one each time. Oh, that's bizarre. So that could be blocking like a scratching post. I can't tell. I don't think I can make that jump. Yeah. Oh, there was a scratching post there. I didn't even see it. That was just me being lucky and that being there. All right, so we got this dude. I have a bug I hate. So there should be, based on my understanding of the little puzzle, like 3 keepers. I mean, we can reach the exit, be done, move on with the game, or you can clear out the maze to the fullest, put those masks on each of those things, but you have to destroy the keepers in the process, and you probably just get better loot and stuff. That's why I'm kind of like, There you are. Oh, balls, dude. I didn't realize you had a freaking sword. So one's going to have claws, one's going to have sword and shield, one's going to have great sword. I can already tell. Game sense is over 9,000, baby. Oh. I'm going to just go for it. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I got scared. I panicked. I don't know. It happens. Son of a mother. And I'm actually a little disoriented on how I got here. A little disoriented on how I got there. Damn it. That was good though. That's a good one. His combos are a little bit more intricate with the greatsword. But like I said, then there's going to be one with probably blue that has sword and shield. Based on what the dead body in the note said. That's what I'm anticipating. But see, because if we can either exit the cave or we do everything we're supposed to and go here, which that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, we're going to do it our way, though. We're going to go kill that dude again and see if I can find him. Awesome, Astro. One of my favorite parts of these types of games. Oh, for sure, for sure. Slaya says he has the same sword as you. Yeah, pretty much. Mother trucker. He hits like a trucker, dude. He hits like a truck. Do I need to go through there? I don't, because I opened up that shortcut, right? So I shouldn't have to go through there. Which means this is the entrance. I think... Oh, hold on. No, that's just the other side. That's the blue door. The blue... Oh, the blue flowers thing. Oh, the white rabbit, Neo! Okay, and then that would be these. Okay, so we do need to go through the gate. I love magic, clearly. Yes, you do. I wonder why those enemies don't respawn. I don't think they were red eyes. I don't remember. I mean, I didn't even look, but they could have very well been red eye enemies. That's why they didn't respawn. These are the dead ends again. And I remember I made a series of turns. We cleared out another thingy majabber. It was a corruption deal, but it wasn't here. This is not it. It was a corruption. I had to crawl through a hole. Let's see here. Nope, that's the beginning. Yeah, you like your magic. Not bad. Oops. Okay. I need to actually... Okay, let's freaking... Pay attention for a second. I need... That's the gate. Okay, good. So I need a good point of reference here. Alright, now we start doing our little thing. So this should be a dead end here in a second. Hold on. Dead end 1. Dead end 2. Very good. Now this over here should be the hole, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's not the one I'm looking at, though. That's certainly not the one I'm looking for. This is not it. I'm actually going to go back. That's not it either. That would have been where the yellow lines were, the vine things. I don't think this is... Actually, hold on. We got you here. I came from here, so let's see where this would lead, because this is where I came from. Okay, so it's just rights. Right turns. A bunch of right turns. Okay, that's easy now. Now from the gated room, I know I need to make right turns. And we go here and we got it, so perfect. And if I recall correctly, these are all dead ends. Nothing I can actually do here. Or they lead back to that area. Again, yeah, they do. Perfect. So we do need to jump this, like I said, for the second time. Sometimes I have to reteach myself these things because I get really busy with chat. Jump and jump. Come around. That scared the bejeebies out of me. Let's do this just for fun. For giggles, as they say. Okay. 3-hit combo again. Okay. So it's 3 hits either way, so. Use the wall to defend myself. Four hit combo, actually. Son of a mother. I'm gonna kill this fool. I'm impressed you can make your way through this maze. I'd be lost. Oh yeah, no, like if I'm not like, you know, distracted with, you know, chat, I just like reading chat and I can engage in with you guys. But if I'm like focused, I can remember it pretty easily. I'm really good at like memorizing stuff like that. So anyway, so like from here, we got to go back to the little crazy room, right? There's a bunch of ways to get to it, but because I kind of have like I have a system in my little mind. So we go here and then we're going to go find the little gate, right? So like we got to find the gate thing. So it's not here. I remember that was the little spider room. This is the gate over here. And then, oh, there's no enemies. We talked about that already. And then from here, we just make a series of rights. So the first right turns you can make right here, and then we're going to be coming up on the cat statue to the left. Oh, I'm sorry, the cat statue to the left right here after we get through the hole. And then you just keep going. This is a bunch of dead ends or it loops back, and then you go here and you jump across, and then now we go. So it's like I don't know, I just remember there's like certain points that I try and remember. Like points of reference, I guess. And I just kind of go off that. Let's see. But it's so much easier when I'm not like distracted. All right, let's focus here. Damn it, I might have, yeah. Yep. Punish the heal, as they should. I still have like 1 or 2 more tries because it's almost 2:05, but we got it. I want to beat this mother real quick before I forget, because if I sleep on it, then tomorrow I'm not going to remember the path. Wait, what? What did I do wrong? Gate, and then you make a series of rights. That's right. A series of right turns. He's a tank. Yeah, he's a tanky son of a mother. Walter, have a great night, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your vacation. So glad you're having fun. It's so nice to see you in good spirits, my friend. I'm one-handing it because I have to turn off my alarm. Alright, this is my last chance. Let's do this. Let's make it count. Oh, he damaged the thing for me. Good night, Walter. Have a great night. A cat always lands on her feet. Indeed. All right, we got to make this count because I will forget the path tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love you something. We're going to make a bunch of right turns right here. Right, crawl. Jump. Tomorrow. Oh no! Okay, it's not 210 yet. We have a few more. We have like a few. I like to give myself a little bit of a buffer. That's why I usually end at 205, but we're getting closer. She's a tanky little mother. All right, speed run strats. The close quarters doesn't make it any easier, by the way. Fighting in such close quarters with that enemy that's that powerful is quite annoying. So kiting it would be smart, but I'm not a smart man. I am not a smart man. I win! So we got the Citrine, Reliquary Mask, Keeper's Eye, and... Okay, so we're getting more of the Keeper set, and we're getting the Tiger's Eyes as well. This is definitely a wait your turn type. Oh yeah, this is not one you do not force that one. You wait your turn. There we go. And now we're back. Okay, perfect. This is kind of that entrance-y type area. So that should be the gate. Yay! Nobody's smart but me. That's from Shrek, by the way. I'm not being a jerk. Shrek the Fourth or Shrek whatever. It's so funny. We watched that this weekend, in fact, and it was quite hilarious. There it is, boys and girls and everybody else. You guys are amazing. Astral says, I want to say the positive vibes here are great. Been really enjoying hanging out and watching you play. You're keeping me company while I pack to fly home. Awesome. Well, I hope you have safe travels, safe journeys, my friend. Slayer says, GG's Inhuman. Thanks for stopping by, Astral. Absolutely. You guys are amazing. As I always say, thank you guys so much for being the best part of my channel. I have to go and run and pick up my daughter now. I will be continuing the stream for the rest of the week. Be sure to stay tuned for the giveaway. We have keys coming out the rest of the week, so I hope you guys enjoy it. This is Kristala, guys. We're doing a first playthrough of Cat Souls.